station Minto FM is now at your doorstep. Enjoy the hottest KC music, informative and entertaining shows and reliable news only on Minto FM. Tune in to Minto FM on 91.7 FM in Nyamira, Kisii and its environs.
Minto FM
Nothing we talk about now can be done before the holiday is over, so it's pointless to ask. So focus on eating, okay?
I can do that.
Hello? Why do you sound so nervous? Are you okay?
I think there's someone following me.
Stop screaming! Hey! Who are you?
Where's your costume? Why aren't you dressed yet?
This is my costume, can't you tell?
Are you both ready?
We'll follow your lead.
What a way to start off the morning. That is one beautiful song by Israel, all the way from Burundi. And by the way, it's only 3 months old and it has around 12 million views on YouTube. So when a song is good, it is just good. How are you doing? Good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Kenya Entertainment Thursday. My name is Vivian Degwa and we have a lot in store for you today on the show. Of course, Unique the DJ is here and he will be giving us great music mixes, and we have a lot packed up for you. I mean, the show is fully packed today. You definitely want to stay tuned. Right now, Unique, utasalimia watu?
Watching shukran sana for tuning in. We still have a great show lined up for you, just stay tuned.
Mike.
The idea is to keep it right here on Good Morning Kenya. Today is Entertainment Thursday, and rest assured, we have a lot more. Later in the show, we are going to have one interesting artist who is an upcoming gospel artist. He'll be talking to us about his journey, his music, and so many things concerning his life. So stay tuned to KBC Channel 1 and especially Good Morning Kenya, this Entertainment Thursday. Marie?
Yeah, very good morning to you. I'm coming to you from a broadcasting house here in Nairobi, and definitely that was quite, that song really blesses my heart. And I actually had to request for that song for my producer. I dedicate this song to my producer Fadili. He said he won't allow me to dance in front of you if I'm not dedicating it to him. So I dedicate this song to Fadili, my producer. And I do not want to, be asked for many questions by the other producers. So to all of you, who will support me in this work, I dedicate that song. But there are those people, Vivian, who your friends who support you in one way or another, and especially when it comes to your faith. There are those people who stand with you, and for me, I have special people really. But I also want to dedicate this song to one of my special friends. He's called Tony Owata.
Right.
He's a man of God, and he's really encouraged me in so many ways. So I want to dedicate this particular song to him. Yes, so thank you once again. My name is Mariambo. I do not know how to become serious, Vivian, after all this dancing, and I have to be serious.
You need to just flow with it.
Flow with it.
The news.
Yeah, so I'm the serious person in the room, and we want to start with the news where the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Teachers threatened to boycott the invigilation, supervision, and marking of the national examination set to kick off at the end of the month, citing poor treatment by the Kenya National Examinations Council. Well, this is among the stories we will be following up for you this morning. And King Charles and Queen Camilla to visit Kenya from the 31st of October to the 3rd of November. Details coming up in the bulletin this morning, including, while corrupt forest officers sent packing as President William Ruto cracks down on graft. I'm Mariambo, indeed coming to you live from Broadcasting House here in Nairobi. Thank you for joining us. Well, let's start off with the news where President William Ruto has ordered the immediate sacking of 23 officers of the Kenya Forest Service due to incompetence, corruption, and compromise of duty. Now, the head of state issued the directive during the pass-out parade of Kenya Forest Service Rangers at the Forest Law Enforcement Academy in Gilgil, Nakuru County. While President Ruto noted the government has enhanced the capabilities of forest rangers to protect the country's forest. Let's get the details.
Kenya Forest Service has enlisted the biggest number of rangers since independence. 2,664 recruits graduated from the Forest Law Enforcement Academy, incubated at the National Youth Service at Gilgil, Nakuru County. The freshly minted rangers showcased a unique set of skills ranging from martial arts, silent drill and traditional parade learnt during their 6 months of training. Chief Guest President William Ruto said the government has invested in technology to improve operational capabilities in surveillance, data collection and evidence-based forestry management.
Our tree cover and forests sit at the heart of this commitment, both in terms of protection and conservation, and also with respect to enhancement and protection of all our environmental assets.
President Ruto also put on notice errant officials, announcing repercussions for officers found abetting illegal activities.
Those who have been found either compromised, incompetent, or engaged in corruption in this space that has led to the destruction of our forest assets, I have instructed the board to remove them.
The head of state underscored the role of rangers in championing the national landscape and ecosystem restoration program as the country seeks to plant 15 billion trees by 2032.
The bottom-up economic transformation agenda commits us to implement the constitutional tree cover mandate together with the strategies to achieve mitigation, adaptation and resilience in response to the impacts of climate change.
On welfare, President Ruto noted that the government is reviewing terms of service for Kenya Forest Service and Kenya Wildlife Service employees.
Tuko pia na forest officers ambao watakuja hapa baada ya graduation hii 600 watakao sasa tusaidia kusimamia misitu yetu katika taifa letu la Kenya.
Forests sustain rural livelihoods, especially for the forest adjacent communities. Forests remove harmful pollutants from the atmosphere and pump in oxygen.
The uniforms worn by the Rangers graduating were locally made, with the President saying the same will apply to uniforms and shoes worn by the Kenyan security forces as a means of creating employment. With this record number of Kenya Forest Service Rangers passing out today, the President has called on them to exercise their duties diligently with utmost discipline and integrity. Yusufar reporting from Gilgil, Nakuru County.
Now, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua now says he will not back down from consolidating the Kenya Kwanza base ahead of the 2027 elections. The Deputy President, who spoke in Narok County while presiding over the launch of the Narok West Constituency Strategic Plan and commissioning of 38 laboratories for junior secondary schools, also challenged the Ma community to empower the girl child through education.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua on Wednesday vowed to continue with his push to unite the Kenya Kwanza Alliance support base as the president mounts a charm offensive in other regions.
Wiki mbili iliyopita nimeanza kumsaidia rais kuunganisha zile areas zinaunga yeye mkono. Kwa sababu tunasema kabla tuungane na wengine kwanza tuungane sisi kindani. Tumeanza kuunganisha pale Mlima Kenya, tumeanza kuunganisha pale Rift Valley. Tushikanishe kwanza. Ndani yetu ya serikali tuunganishe.
Speaking in Narok County, Gachagua underscored the importance of working together for the benefit of service delivery.
Mimi sijasikia kelele kwa county assembly ya Narok. Nataka governor na MCA nimwambie pongezi. Muweke amani. Governor na MCAs wafanye kazi pamoja.
Gachagua assuring the Ma counties and the country at large that the Mau forest was protected against invasion.
Tumechukua mtoto wenu Soipana Letuya, tumemweka asimamie misitu. Sasa ile siasa walikuwa wanaleta hapa bovu ya kumchafua rais na kumwekelea uongo ati ya kwamba ataingilia Mau forest. Hiyo siasa yote imeisha.
The DP also challenged the Ma community to prioritize investing in the girl child, especially through education.
Yale utamaduni tulikuwa nayo pale mbele ya kufanya waolewe wakiwa wasichana wadogo bila kupata nafasi ya kusoma. Ningeomba jamii ya Ma, hiyo utamaduni umepitwa na wakati. Tukubali zote, tujenge mashule, tusomeshe hao wasichana.
Gachagua was speaking when he presided over the launch of the Narok West Strategic Plan and the commissioning of 38 junior secondary laboratories.
Masomo is the only and surer way to change a society.
Shule kwa kweli ilikuwa hakuna shule hapa, lakini ukakuja kuanzisha secondary. Sasa umejenga, umemaliza watoto wako na umefanya kitu ya maana sana ambayo wewe unajua mimi napendanga hiyo sana. Strategic Management Plan.
Giverson Minor reporting there. Now, the government has embarked on a 25 billion shillings police equipment modernization program to enhance service capacity and efficiency. Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki says the program will include acquiring air assets and new weapons, including drones, that will minimize physical contact between police and suspects and thereby reduce police casualties.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki appeared before the Senate to respond to questions by senators regarding the security situation in the country. Kindiki revealed the government had embarked on a 25 billion shillings police equipment modernization program to enhance police capacity.
Better equipment, which includes air equipment or air assets, personal protection equipment, and also the increasing use of unarmed vehicles, aerial vehicles, UAVs, commonly known as drones, to minimize physical contact going forward.
Responding to queries by senators from northern Kenya over the delay in recruiting police reservists, Kindiki attributed it to budget constraints, but assured that at least 1,300 national police reservists will be deployed in northern Kenya this financial year.
We have realized that the recruitment of NPRs has a bearing on the security of these regions, and that explains partly why Samburu County, in most parts, have experienced some kind of stability, among other reasons.
Professor Kindiki further said all outstanding sub-counties will be operationalized this year, with priority given to areas prone to insecurity.
The outstanding sub-counties that have been operationalized will be operationalized within this financial year. The same will apply to divisions, locations, and sub-locations, and priority will be given first to areas that have suffered or are suffering acute insecurity.
Appointment of chiefs and assistant chiefs who have passed the interviews will also be concluded by January. While the CS engaged Parliament, Interior Principal Secretary Raymond Omolo was opening the reorientation program for regional commanders and county commissioners at the Kenya School of Government.
At the end of this training, we expect that there will be an engagement from our senior officers with the other administrators and officers below the rank and file, all the way down to the sub-locations as well as in the villages.
PS Omolo challenged the officers to build public confidence by understanding the needs of the citizenry in their jurisdictions.
That story by Kevin Washira brings us to our first break of the bulletin this morning. We'll be back with much more, including business and sports. In Kenya, 9 in 50 children are stunted. That is to mean they are too short for their age.
It is only 60% of the babies that were enumerated and exclusive breastfeeding.
Yeah.
And we know the mother's milk is almost self-contained in terms of nutrients.
This week, we discuss childhood nutrition.
People living with HIV, they have children, they cannot breastfeed. Those children should be put on alternatives. We must come up with evidence-based policies. Policies that are based not on theory, but on research.
Make sure you tune in.
Pindi tunapowasha vifaa vyetu, tunapata fursa ya kutangamana na wasikilizaji wetu.
Karibu sana thĩinĩ wa tabarĩra ya Rwiga.
Tunapeperusha utangazaji uliobobea katika habari,
nĩ ũndũ wa macio na mangĩ maingĩ,
burudani,
aha nĩ harĩa tũkoragwo tũkĩigua nyĩmbo mwaki nyĩmbo hot
na hamasisho la kiroho. Usiachwe nyuma. Jiunge nasi kwa safari ya kufana katika 99.5 FM. Soro FM.
Emergency, naomba tu please kwa hisani yako unipatie kitu kidogo.
Enda na uchukue yako.
Asina upe.
Why you talking like that?
Kumbuka aliye juu. Mngoje chini.
Kwa hapa ndio unipe TV yangu.
Hii TV yako unasema ulinunua pesa ngapi?
Na baadaye bango. Makarao ndio hao puku. Mzae koko ndani. Guess what?
Nini ilifanyika?
This guy she shorted my radio.
Wewe.
And
ongea tu Kiswahili.
So that you become a nightmare.
Wewe.
And then
Welcome back. We continue with the news, but I just want to remind you that in the middle of this program, we will also be linking up with our colleagues down in Turkana, where the Cultural Week kicks off today. That is officially. So we'll bring you up to speed with what is happening down in Turkana County. Now let's continue with Matters Health, where the Kenyan government will not renew the 6-year contract signed by the Cuban doctors who have been working in the country since 2018. Health Cabinet Secretary, that is Susan Nakhumicha, who made the remarks during the official launch of the pre-National Human Resources for Health Dialogue in Nairobi, said that the Kenyan doctors are up to the task.
In 2017, the Kenyan and Cuban governments put pen to paper on an agreement that saw 100 Cuban specialist doctors deployed to Kenyan hospitals, while 50 Kenyan doctors went to Cuba for specialized training. 6 years later, the Kenyan government has decided to end the exchange program.
The ministry and as your cabinet secretary, I have no doubt that we are going to have a very, very motivated workforce that is well taken care of. And on that note, I'm pleased to announce that we shall not be renewing the agreement for the Cuban doctor.
Health Cabinet Secretary Susan Nakhumicha says there is need to strengthen human resources through improving pillars of health financing and information healthcare.
Health products and technology, a pillar of information and healthcare, financing, and all this must work together for us to truly say we are working towards implementing universal health.
Additionally, the Ministry of Health has operationalized the Kenya Health Human Resource Advisory Council, which will be central in coordination mechanism for policies and strategies touching on various facets of human resources for health.
That is Doreen Arange with that report. Now, Turkana County will leverage on the ongoing cultural and tourism festival to demystify long-held perceptions about the arid region. Now, Governor Jeremiah Lomurukai, that is, says the notion that the country or the county is an insecurity hotspot is unfounded, and that the festival will provide insights into the culture and traditions of the Kenya's indigenous communities. Now, the governor spoke after assessing the ongoing preparations for the festival, which kicks off today and will be attended by President William Ruto.
The annual event will be staged at the Ekale Center as the community celebrates its rich cultural heritage, featuring traditional music, dance, art, and the showcasing of the Ataker community's way of life. And as the ceremony kicks off on Thursday morning, the county government and the national government have been putting final touches to the venue to match the anticipated dignitaries invited to the event. Governor Jeremiah Lomurukai says the county will use the event to prove to all and sundry that the county is the real home of humanity.
The engagement aspect of Kenyans coming from every side of Kenya, coming to Turkana County, it will demystify that belief and scenario and how we've been sold as a county of insecurity, as a county of anger, as a county that no human being will survive inside.
Speaking when he led a venue inspection exercise, the governor said the festival will also be used as a means of fostering peace among adjacent communities from the neighboring countries that have for long been engaged in intercommunal conflict.
Na ujumbe wetu ule tunataka kupeana ni kwamba huu sherehe wa Turkana Cultural Festival tunataka kuashiria mambo ya uwiano pamoja sisi na majirani, mambo ya amani, mambo ya kuendelesha amani ili iweze kupatikana kati ya sisi baina ya sisi na majirani.
The county has also made an appeal to the national government to expedite the opening of critical roads linking the county with the neighboring Ethiopia, Uganda and South Sudan as a means of boosting the country's revenue fortunes.
So what we only need, and that is what we will interface and give to the President of the Republic of Kenya, is the opening of some good roads in Turkana County. A road that will link Ethiopia and Uganda. Of course, it will come through Lodwar. And then a road that will link Lokichar, Lokori, Kapedo, Marigat to other parts of Kenya. If the two roads are open, Turkana County will be an hub, an economic hub for the country, not only for Turkana.
The county will play host to over 7,000 delegates drawn from Kenya, Ethiopia and Uganda, as well as South Sudan, with over 300 musical groups lined up to perform at the event.
Hapa ni cradle of mankind. Kwa hivyo nikiwa kiongozi wa sehemu ambayo kila mtu duniani alianza, ninafurahi kualika kila mtu na zaidi rais wetu wa nchi ya Kenya ambaye yeye ndio atasimamia mipango ya maongezi kesho na pia kusindua sherehe ya Turkana Cultural Festival.
The Turkana Tourism and Cultural Festival will not only bring kinsmen together for a feast, a dance and showcasing of art, but it will be Turkana County's golden opportunity to demystify long-held perceptions of a desolate land in need of redemption and rocked by insecurity.
Indeed, it is Turkana County's golden opportunity. That was JJ Kyoria reporting there from Turkana. Now, delegates and entertainers from different parts of Turkana County have started arriving at Ekales Cultural Center ahead of the Turkana Tourism and Cultural Festival that kicks off today. Now, the dancers will showcase the rich Turkana culture that has withstood modernity into the present age. The ceremony will also act as an avenue beg your pardon, to preach peace among the Ateker community that stretches across Kenya, Uganda, South Sudan, and Ethiopia.
At Ekales Cultural Center in Lodwar, Turkana County, traditional dancers in their regalia have started streaming in, ready to showcase what has remained intact of their culture. They say they are ready for the big day.
Hapa sisi tunafurahia kile tulikuja hapa, tunacheka mpaka tufanye shughuli yenye tulileta hapa, tumaliziane yote hapa.
We want to uphold the culture so that it cannot be able to disappear. We as Turkana people, we have a rich culture. When we see now the dressing, it is something that we have been dressing for those years.
A ceremony that brings together members of the Ateker community from Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia and South Sudan will also be used to preach peace among the communities that share a common mother, Atana Yeche.
Only peace is a great enabler for development along the Ateker corridor. We must sustain peace, we must build peace, we must do anything to be able to sustain the peaceful coexistence between our communities.
Wanafurahi sana vile imefika hapo Kale Santa. Tunafurahi sana kwa vile tumekutana kwa uso. Hapo ni kitu mzuri sana kwa kuangalia ndugu na ndugu ama kwa jirani.
It's important for the young people to be peace ambassadors because, you know, we are the future generation. Like we always say, we are the parents of tomorrow. And we are growing. We know there's a whole lot of generations that are coming behind us.
It's essential to instill the aspect of peace in our kids from when they're young. So, like having these interactions, having these gatherings, makes us see the next person like our brother, like our sister.
Besides culture, these beauties of Turkana will also be contesting for the coveted Miss Tourism County Chapter title. It is all systems go at this center. Entertainers from different parts of Turkana County have already arrived in readiness for the big day. Nancy Okware reporting from Ekales Cultural Center in Lodwar, Turkana County.
Of course, we'll be linking up with Nancy Okware later on in the program. Now, King Charles III and Queen Camilla are set to embark on an official visit to Kenya from Tuesday the 31st of October to Friday the 3rd of November 2023. The visit marks Charles' first visit to a Commonwealth nation as king and coincides with Kenya's 60th anniversary of independence. The king and queen will visit Nairobi City County, Mombasa County and the surrounding areas.
The visit by King Charles III will reflect the ways in which Kenya and the United Kingdom are working together, notably to boost mutual prosperity, tackle climate change, promote youth opportunity and employment, advance sustainable development, and create a more stable and secure region. The King and Queen will meet President Ruto and the First Lady Rachel Ruto, other dignitaries and representatives of various groups. The King will also attend an event to celebrate the life and work of the Nobel laureate, the late Professor Wangari Maathai, together with Wangari's daughter, Wanjira Maathai. Together, the King and Queen will tour a new museum dedicated to Kenya's history and will lay a wreath at the tomb of the unknown warrior at Uhuru Gardens and also visit the site of the Declaration of Kenya's independence in 1963. King Charles III will host a reception focused on Kenya's young people and future leaders across development, trade, media, the creative arts, and environmental conservation.
Now, lawmakers have rejected a proposed amendment to the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act 2003 that had sought to have state officers being investigated by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission leave office before the conclusion of their cases. Now, the amendment had further proposed that while under investigation, the officers be barred from voting or undertaking any official duty. While debating the statute law, that is the Miscellaneous Amendment Bill 2022, the legislators said adopting the amendment would provide a fertile ground for witch hunt.
What happens if a member of parliament is under investigation by ESCC? Does the right of the people who voted for you to represent them here, don't their rights get affected if you are not representing them?
A lot of busybodies in this country are constantly trooping into government offices to take all manner of accusations. I mean, you do a project and like there's 20, 30 people want to oppose you, they will just go to ESCC. So we cannot allow that an accusation becomes a presumption of guilt.
We know very well in the past, investigations have been weaponized for political purposes. If we allow the statute to remain the way it is, it will mean that you have made ESCC the investigator, the judge in its own course.
Let's go to the corridors of justice, where a Milimani Law Court has acquitted former Water and Sanitation Principal Secretary, that is Julius Korir, of wife battery charges. Principal Magistrate Dolphina Ogola ruled that the prosecution had failed to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Korir beat his estranged wife, that is Evelyn Koech, in 2020.
While delivering the ruling, the trial magistrate Dolphina Ogola noted that in his defense, former Water and Sanitation Principal Secretary Julius Korir had stated the complainant was his former wife Evelyn Koech and that they had a series of cases in the family setup revolving around child custody and divorce. The court further acknowledged that the complainant did not allow the law enforcers to do their work, nor did the prosecution witnesses seem independent. The judge said the investigating officers seemed to be acting on instructions from Evelyn instead of acting independently. The complainant was also faulted for not producing a P3 form in court indicating injuries inflicted on her. The court further termed the prosecution witness who was the complainant's house help as clueless for failing to name other co-workers in the home. Korir had in July this year defended himself in the case, urging the court to acquit him. In another matter, Environment Cabinet Secretary Soipan Tuya has moved to court seeking 425,000 shillings in child support from her ex-husband. In her court papers filed at Nairobi Children's Court, the CS claims she had lived with the former husband, Stephen Kudate, from December 2013 until October 2020 and was blessed with 2 children in their marriage. Tuya claims her estranged husband treats their children and domestic workers with cruelty, and he has been psychologically, emotionally, and verbally abusing her, and that is why she wants full custody of the minors. The CS is also seeking court orders to have the ex-husband blocked from accessing the children, their school, home, or anywhere else. She further argues that the husband failed to pay school fees and school-related expenses for the children. The matter is set for mention on November 13, 2023. Elsewhere, a Makindu Law Court has acquitted 3 Kenya Wildlife Service officers accused of killing a Form 4 student, Benedict Kule, in Tsavo National Park in 2019. Makindu Senior Principal Magistrate Benson Nyaga Ireri closed the file, stating that the officers acted legally and thus the deceased unfortunately caused his own death inside the protected area. Ireri stated that the disease was actually inside the park, accompanied by other unknown poachers who might have escaped during the shootout. The deceased at the time of the killing was a KCSE exam candidate at Kiwani Secondary School, Kibwezi East, Makueni County. The deceased's father and family lawyer expressed dissatisfaction with the ruling.
Yote nimesikia imeadhilika, manaki sio ya ukweli. Kwa hivyo mimi naomba hiyo kesi, kama kuna uwezo unaweza kupatikana, irutiwe tena.
Na sisi hatujaridhika na ile uamuzi koti imefanya, kwa sababu ushahidi ulikuwa ya kwamba askari ndio walio huyo mtoto. Hakukuwa na ushahidi ya kwamba huyo mtoto ndio alikuwa na hiyo bunduki yenye wanasema ilikuwa kando yake na risasi. Kwa hivyo sisi tuta-appeal hii decision.
That is Michael Mwadiga from the courts. Now, police in Kiambu County are holding a notorious bank peddler and his accomplices nabbed with bank worth 4.3 million shillings at Kiandutu slums. Elsewhere, the Digodia and Ajuran clans in Wajir have signed a peace deal committing to live harmoniously. These and more stories in our County News Roundup.
Police in Kiambu County are holding a notorious bank peddler and his accomplices nabbed with bank worth 4.3 million at Kiandutu slums. Kiambu County Police Commander Paminas Kioi said that the peddler was arrested alongside a lady and a gentleman who had in their possession 53 and 58 kilograms of bang respectively.
The main drug dealer here was having that 3.25 kilograms. All this bangi is valued at a street value of 4,327,50 cents.
And still in Kiambu County, police in the year have arrested 3 suspects of cattle rustling after recovering stolen cows and goats suspected from one of the suspects' home.
Serikali tusaidie kuona hawa watu wametoa wote wale wanaohusika na ili ng'ombe zote zile zimeibiwa ziweze kupatikana.
In Wajir County, the Dagodia and Ajuran clans have signed a peace deal as they work towards reconciliation. The 2 clans also agreed on a compensation plan for families of 3 people who died and 9 others who were injured last month during interclan clashes.
Chochote ambaye watakuja kuchochea ama wanataka kuharibu hiyo, nafikiri hatuwezi kunyamaza na hatuwezi kuangalia kwa macho. Tutachukua hatua.
The Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers has given the Kenya National Examination Council conditions on remuneration to be addressed before their members undertake various duties assigned to them. During the Kisii County Annual General Meeting at Mosocho, Kupet Deputy Secretary General Moses Durima cited improvement of terms and conditions on national examinations, invigilation, supervision, salaries and marking.
We want to demand that our teachers now, before any appointment is done by the National Examinations Council, they must address the union. They must address teachers through the union because they have been discriminating teachers. They pay security officers, but teachers are paid nothing.
Finally, businesses came to a standstill in Marala Town, Samburu County, for hours after hundreds of business operators staged demonstrations to protest rising insecurity. Aggrieved traders claim 25 shops have been demolished and property worth 30 million shillings was stolen by thieves in the past 2 weeks.
All the security operators, kama mko hapa na hamko, basi muambiwe na mshika masikio. Wananchi wa Maralal wameongea kwa kauli moja na wakasema, tafadhali msiposimamisha muondoke, mtuachie kaunti yetu. Wafanyabiashara wa
From the counties now, we head to business, where members of parliament have approved a motion seeking to discourage branding of sugar by non-millers. They say importation of sugar should be curtailed to protect local farmers as well as shield consumers from health risks, since some unscrupulous traders are allegedly repacking the imported sugar that does not meet standards. Let's get the details.
Members of Parliament say local sugar millers are notorious for importing sugar and repackaging to the detriment of sugarcane farmers. A motion before the August House, fronted by Mumia's East Member of Parliament, Peter Salasia, is seeking to stop sugar factories from repackaging imported sugar.
We must have the traceability of any sugar that comes. If we know that this sugar is coming from Nigeria, Kenya should know.
The sugarcane farmers are struggling. Their sugarcane is in the farm. They have loans. They are not being paid. The sugar rots there. Sometimes the sugarcane is cut. They are not paid.
Kenya imports over 80% of the goods that we are consuming, including a toothpick, Madam Speaker. Therefore, it is so sad for us to promote other foreign economies.
In a painful history of exploitation of the farmer, Madam Speaker. So any effort, Madam Speaker, that seeks to remedy the plight of the farmer should be welcome, Madam Speaker.
There were those who believe the problems in the sugar subsector lie with the high cost of production, especially expensive farm inputs.
Ni vyema sana tuvikuze viwanja vyetu, ndio tuwe na ajira na tuwe na nguvu ya kiuchumi ya nchi yetu ndani. Wakulima wetu wanalima sukari na bidhaa zingine, lakini wanashindwa mahali ya kupauzia.
Factories like Mumias in Zoya and others, Madam Speaker, where they are situated, even the communities within that region, Madam Speaker, have completely been rendered in poverty. They are wallowing in poverty because of lack of payment.
The president of this country is ready to help the sugar farmers.
The members of Parliament believe there exist regulations to tackle the issues, such as the Sugar Bill of 2022 that is currently before the Senate.
I think it will be prudent for us to wait and see how this law, which was enacted 1 week ago, as far as sugar is concerned, how it's going to be implemented, and if it can be able to shape the industry. If we come up with another regulation on top of what we passed 1 week ago, we will not be doing service. We will be doing disservice to the people.
Construction works at the stalled sports stadium in the country will commence after the special audit is concluded and anticipated recommendations actioned. Now, responding to questions at the Senate, Sports Cabinet Secretary, that is Ababu Namwamba, said that phase 2 of the construction works at the regional stadia is projected to be part of the rollout of the sports infrastructure master plan.
Responding to questions asked by Marsabit County Senator Mohamed Chute at the Senate, Sports Cabinet Secretary Ababu Namwamba pointed out that the Marsabit Stadium and other regional stadiums in the country stalled due to haphazard selection of projects and lack of synchronization between the availability of funds and project commencement, and matters related to transparency, accountability and technical supervisions.
Could the Cabinet Secretary provide an update on the status of construction of stadium and indicate the expected date of completion as well as any significant milestones?
The status today is that the project remains frozen until the audit is concluded, and it will be completed in the context of the master plan.
The Ministry of Sports has subjected the project to a special audit by the Auditor General. He said all the stalled projects are expected to be completed before 2027.
We have every plan, every intention to complete all the stalled stadia.
Nandi County Senator Cherargei also sought disclosure on the selection and facilitation of Team Kenya, which participated in the World Athletic Championships in Budapest, Hungary, and the amounts expended during the Global Championship.
Expenditure on this particular assignment, it all comes down to 147 million Kenya shillings.
Namwamba also gave a detailed leadership structure on how the Sports, Arts and Social Development Fund is run.
The Principal Secretary responsible for Finance, National Treasury, the Principal Secretary responsible for Sports, the Principal Secretary responsible for the Arts, the Principal Secretary responsible for Health, the Principal Secretary responsible for Education, one person not being a public officer nominated by the CS, responsible for Sports, another one nominated by the CS for Health, and the third nominated by the CS for Treasury or Finance.
That's where we end the news this morning. Thank you so much for your time. My name is Marie Ambo, but stay tuned because Vivian and Mike are on standby to steer you through the Entertainment Thursday segment. Until next time, God willing, have a blessed day.
Nothing we talk about now can be done before the holiday is over, so it's pointless to ask. So focus on eating, okay?
I can do that.
Hello? Why do you sound so nervous? Are you okay?
I think there's someone following me.
Hey, who are you?
Where's your costume? Why aren't you dressed yet?
This is my costume, can't you tell?
Are you both ready?
We'll follow your lead.
You're one humankind, brother side by side.
Tunazungumzia sharti moja ya swala ambayo inampasa Muislamu kuzingatia.
Tofauti ya Muislamu na siokuwa Muislamu ni swala, na matendo unayoyatenda yao ni matendo ambayo Mwenyezi Mungu anayapenda.
You filled my heart with love, showed me the love.
Vile Gordon and come through, siwezi explain. Siwezi explain. Anafanya nina do things, siwezi explain. Siwezi explain. Zile blessings and I shower, siwezi explain. Vile Gordon and come through, siwezi explain. Siwezi explain. Anafanya nina do things, siwezi explain. Siwezi explain. Zile blessings and I shower, siwezi explain. Siwezi explain. Come through kama kawa, siwezi explain. Siwezi explain. Vile vitu zinaenda se huku ni wapi? Mi ukusho huyo mseni Illuminati. Nataka ni break anemi, ubeka dani. Lead kama Mosena ni safe kama ta. Wow, sijui kauna nipata. Believe kama Mary, fight kama Devi. I mean, bado ni dance kama yeye. Itisha fast gani say. Damo parent, somesha kapo. Bill kano, above all, nipende kaya. Yes, vile God and come through, siwezi explain. Siwezi explain. Anafanya nini? All the hits, all the time. Siwezi explain. Zile blessings and I shower, siwezi explain. Siwezi explain. Come through kama kawa, siwezi explain. Siwezi explain. Vile vitu zinaenda.
All the hits, all the time.
Saa zingine life utuweka kwa kona, unadhani umefika mwisho juu ya stress na mahangaiko, na saa zingine life utubamba sana. No time for the bad man people. Wakadinali avoid those people. DJ Mix, the messenger. Usijinyonge. Tough Tafuta mtu mkae chini mbonge, lazima tutafines, sisi si wanyonge. Leo mahangaiko, lakini kesho mafanikio. Awote furahia maisha, kwa hii dunia sote tunapita. Furahia maisha, kwa hii dunia sote
Mr. DJ mziki tunangoja, umechelewa mziki tunangoja.
Umetuweka na mziki tunashika kutoka kwa kanisa na mpaka kila boda.
Hello, mimi na Agila tuko buja, tumechill na mamori wetu huku biza. Waiter, ebuleta hiyo marakuja. Don't stop, utazidi tukukuja kuja.
Listen to me, food in the bazani ya good news. Ngoko Yesu ni ohuzu ya my good vibes. Just do it a bro, megurati hori post. Ukimuronka kusa ubutima bula sauce.
Mr. DJ mziki tunangoja, umechelewa mziki tunangoja.
Umetuweka na mziki tunashika kutoka kwa kanisa na mpaka kila boda.
Yesu ni full of vibe, vibe. Uko Yesu ni full of vibe, vibe.
Unakuwa Yesu ni full of vibe, vibe, vibe. Let's say together.
Vile mina walk ololo, vile mina talk ololo, siko solo niko na mwokololo, amenibeba mimi na mugololo.
Umenibeba kabisa, sitobishana nawe, na vile umeniweza hakuna wa kutoshana nawe. Ninasubiri mpaka utakaponena, mpaka utakapo wendo tajiri. Ukisema unatenda,
Mina keti na wewe, mina baki na wewe. Emmanueli, kwako mimi sitoki natulia, nikiwa nawe sitofeli, ukinita mwanako nitakimbia. Tuko toposki wewe, tuko toposki wewe.
Injili imeshika basi rie bebe, na neno imeshika tukirie bebe. Kanisa imba sote tuendelee bebe. 1, 2, tukisema rie bebe, ai rie bebe, nasema rie bebe. Hakuna mwingine ka wewe, tunarie bebe, ai rie bebe, nasema rie bebe. Alfa na Omega amefanya tunarie bebe, ai. Haijalishi unapitia nini, kitu niko sure atakutoa chini. Bora wewe tu umwamini, kitu ya kufanya wewe zidi tu kucheza chini. Daudi aliomba zikarie bebe, Elia akaomba zikarie bebe, Paulo na Sila gereza zote rie bebe. Nawe zidi omba ili usikosarie. Sema head, shoulder, knees and rie bebe, head, shoulder, knees and rie bebe. Pana kosa omba utakosa tukurie bebe, neno ikishika usikose tukurie bebe. To the right, twende rie bebe, to the left, twende rie bebe, twende down, twende rie bebe. Ukipanda juu omba Mungu akurie bebe. Injili imeshika basi rie bebe, na neno imeshika tukirie bebe. Kanisa imba sote tuendelee bebe. 1, 2, tukisema rie bebe, ai rie bebe, nasema rie bebe. Hakuna mwingine ka wewe, tunarie bebe. All the time, nasema rie bebe. Alfa na Omega, Alfa na Omega.
You vex for me, say I never go you sins, but I hope that you are well. I hope your market sell. Every day I dey pray for you, make you ever God bless you. I never forget you, I gon' forget you. See my shoulder, make you rest upon me. You know I got you, now me be your friend indeed. The money don't show now, I don't keep some for you. You know go so far, 'cause anything I get now from me and you. Yeah. How are you, my friend? How do you do, my friend? I know sometimes it feel like say nobody said you. That's when I take for you, my friend. Remy Atata, you always stay in my mind. I me gone. I cherish you with my life. Don't worry yourself, oh. Everything go day alright. And if anybody try you, know it's gonna be on sight. See my shoulder.
right, and we are back. Thank you for staying tuned to Good Morning Kenya Entertainment Thursday. It is now, if I may just get you into a bit of some 411, what is happening in the world of entertainment that is on the trends. And if I may start with the worldwide news in entertainment, you know the Shape of You hitmaker, I'm in love with the shape of you. Yeah, that one, Ed Sheeran. So apparently Ed Sheeran has dug up his own grave. In his backyard, there's a grave for him. It's just there. It's waiting for him. And I don't know how many of you would buy the idea of, you know, getting to, nikama literally burying yourself, but anywho, getting to dig up a grave for yourself in readiness for, you know, it's a passage that all of us are going to have to pass, but I don't know. As an African, hiyo ni kujijinx. Siwezi jaribu, ni kujijinx. But anyway, I don't know. You can let us know what you think about that particular story on our social media handles. That is at KBC Channel 1 or at my personal handle at Vivian Ndegwa. Now, on yet another story, we know that Beyonce has been touring. She had her world tour. That is the Renaissance tour that she just completed. And guess what? That particular tour grossed a total of, let me get this right, $592 million US. That's an equivalent of around, I guess, more than 60 billion Kenyan shillings. Yo. And this is actually, it is the highest grossing female tour in history. And I'm just imagining, I'm trying to imagine and trying to figure out when exactly we as Kenyans are going to get to a point where our artists are cashing in billions of shillings just from them doing their tour. I hope that we're going to get to that point where, you know, our artists get to tour the world, not just Kenya, get to tour the entire world and make such huge amounts as Beyonce. But Beyonce is the queen, so hala, she's doing it. Also, away from the country, we know that news have it that apparently Davido and the wife Chioma have just gotten 2 babies. They have twins, and we all know that last year they lost their only son, but it seems like you know, they've received double blessings this time round. Now, neither of them have confirmed this particular message, but people who are really close to them have been seen congratulating them. So we also are going to do exactly that. Congratulations to Davido and Chioma. Now, to news back home. I don't know if you've seen what Pose has said. I want to quote him. On his Instagram page, he said that, and I quote, "They gave me sleepless nights, nikiwa gospel. I left to save my life because I remembered that you only live once. They said all sorts of things when I left and acted all saint. Today they are all copying me. I do, they do. They brought the fight to this other side, but we all know that I'm winning." I don't know who Pose is addressing, but I'm sure we can already guess. You know, watu wenye aliwacha gospel sasa wameingia pia au secular, and according to Pose, he's the one who's setting the trends. They are just following him. And I really don't, that sentence where he said that he left gospel because he to save his life, I don't know what exactly he meant by that. I think we should look for Pose for an interview so that he can really just clarify that. On to yet another news right here from the 254. 254 and Kenya. I'm sure you've had some the conversations that have been going on concerning Kenyan artists and Tanzanian artists when they have a collaboration. So apparently, Tanzanian artists, the moment they have a collaboration with a Kenyan, they don't really support that song, especially if they are the ones who are being featured. They don't really support that song as much. And what brought back this conversation is after Nadia Mukami and Darasa dropped the song Sikoshua, which is an amazing song. You should go check it out on Nadia's YouTube channel. So they released that particular song, and immediately after the release of that song, Darasa also released his new song. And I mean, hamtaki to shine. Si wacha ngoma isonge kidogo. But anyway, they have their own reasons why they do that. But we've seen that happen so many times. So many times. I think even Pose some time back had complained about that because he'd done a collaboration with a Tanzanian artist and then they didn't really push that song as much as they do their own. But, well, we don't know if there are any ill motives to that. Now, finishing off our trends, we know that October Festival is here with us because we are in the month of October, and this time round, they are doing an East African experience. It's not just going to happen in the 254, they are going all around East Africa, and the dates are out. On the 21st, they will be touring South Sudan, and the artists who will be performing is Harmonize, Ndovuku, and John Frog from South Sudan. In Tanzania, it will also happen on the 21st of this month, where we'll have Jose Chameleone, Ali Kiba, and Nyashinski performing. And in Uganda, we'll have Harmonize, Azawi from Uganda, and Nyashinski. Alafu sasa, the close of the show will be right here in the 254 from the 27th to the 29th. And we will have Chibude, Diamond Platnumz, Nyashinski, and John Frog headlining that particular event. So if you've not gotten your tickets for October Festival, you better rush and get your tickets. That is all we had right here on the trends. Remember, this is Entertainment Thursday, so entertaining you is what we do right here. I'll take a short musical break, but we'll be back with interviews.
Kushman, radio magenge.
Young Draw on the beat.
Mungana nipeleka na gang. Mungana nipeleka na rada. Mungana nipeleka na gang. Peleka na rada. Mungana nipeleka na gang. Mungana nipeleka na rada. Mungana nipeleka na gang. Peleka na rada.
God amenitolea form kubwa kushinda ya basari. Nilipotelea kwa madre, saini men.
They strung up a man, they say, who murdered 3. Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree where dead man called out for his love to flee? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree where I told you to run so we'd both be free? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree where a necklace of hope side by side with me? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree where I told you to run so we'd both be free? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree where they strung up a man, they say we murdered 3. Strange things that happened here, no stranger would it be we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree? They call our voice of the strange things that happened here, no stranger would it be we met at midnight. coming to the tree. They strung up a man, they say, who murdered three.
All right. These are the Lost State of Mind organization. I don't know how to explain whatever we just watched, but the good thing is you are here. You can explain it to us. First of all, let's begin by you introducing yourselves.
Hi, my name is Suleiman Mani. I'm one of the choreographers and co-founders of Lost State of Mind.
Hi, everyone. I'm Vincent Owoko, but you can also call me Vic. I'm one of the co-founders and also a choreographer of Lost State of Mind.
Okay.
Yes.
Before we get into what the performance that you just gave us, what exactly is Lost State of Mind, the organization? What are you doing in that organization?
Lost State of Mind is an organization that uses dance to spread awareness about mental health. So we make dance production and choreographies, then we perform them to spread that awareness on mental health. Yes.
How did that come to be?
We started, I think, last year. We came together with Vic and thought, like, what can we do? Like, we all had our struggles that we're going through, and then we say, like, the best way to be able to talk about our struggle, about the mental, is the best way we know, as through dance, and that's how we decided to come up with the organization and the project. Yeah.
I'd love to get a little background of you individually. So are you both choreographers? Are you both dancers? And just how did that come about, if I may start with you?
Okay, so I'm a dance choreographer and a dancer and a teacher. Yeah, that's what I do full time. Yes.
How did that come about? Like, where did your love for dance come, or when exactly did you discover that actually love is what I love to do and I'm going to get into it?
Yeah, so
Take us back.
It's yeah, it's very interesting because initially, after finishing my high school, I never thought I will venture into dancing. Yes, though I was going into visual arts, yeah, and plays and comedy. But there was this time that I took a friend for an audition, for dance audition. Yes, taking a friend for dance audition, that is how I ended up auditioning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ulikuwa unamsindikiza tu baadaye.
Mimi nilikuwa nampeleka tu. Yeah, aliniambia he has an audition.
Yeah.
So I took him for the audition. Getting there, the person who was registering people told me, okay, you can also audition if you want. And then I was like,
walikuwa na upungufu wa watu.
Wait for it.
Mbona analazimisha mtu audition?
Maybe aliona something in me yenye sikuwa naona.
Yeah, because look at you now.
Yeah. The funny thing is that mwenye nilipeleka audition for dance is no longer dancing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So that's your story of how you got into dance. How about you? How did you get into dance?
I think for my story is like zile tuliangana tulianza na kio pale mbele unajaribu kutinisha hizo mdogo mdogo. So but eventually when I finished high school I decided I think I can do this and take it further. I went into and joined a group and I started a group and went into Sarakasi and then my journey into dance, and then that's how I ventured now into dance completely. Yeah.
And how would you say the world of dance is, especially in our country?
I think right now dance is at least coming up as compared to the previous years, because before dance was not being really appreciated. Dance as an art, I can't come and say I'm a dancer, you know, people view like hauna kitu ingine ya kufanya, like Sule, do you do any other thing besides dancing? You know, there's always that question when you introduce yourself and you say I'm a dancer, the question pop ups, what else do you do? But eventually right now I love where Kenya is heading. The space of artists are being appreciated, and it's a good thing. I think the more we come out, the more we stand firm on our art. It's a good thing that now people will start viewing us art as a serious aspect.
Yeah. Is there a difference between a dancer and a choreographer? Is there a difference?
For a choreographer to be a choreographer, he or she has to start from somewhere. And from somewhere means being a dancer. Yeah, so from that experience of dancing and a lot of creating things, pieces and performances here and there, that is how he or she gets in to be a dancer.
Yeah.
And not every dancer can be a choreographer.
Yeah, because I just wanted to ask, is every dancer a choreographer? Is every dancer a choreographer? Because I believe every choreographer is a dancer. So is every dancer a choreographer?
No.
What distinguishes a choreographer exactly?
Being a choreographer, you have like a skill to be able to, number one, you are able to teach people, and then you're able to make performances, like match up performance to be able to make a piece. So you have an eye of maybe a different eye compared to a dancer. It's like a vision. You have a bigger vision as compared to a dancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get into the performance that you just gave us. Tell me about it.
Okay, so the performance itself, some of the movements comes from the bigger production that we have, which is Mind in Motion. So in the movement and in the small choreography that we did, you can see. Okay, what did you see first? Before I fix you.
I really don't know what exactly I saw, but it seemed like you were in distress. It didn't seem like someone who was happy throughout the entire performance. It seemed like you were in some sort of distress. I don't know what was happening when, you were kind of rubbing hands but not really touching. I was trying to figure, is he trying to reach to you? Are you trying to reach to him? Sijui akiwa nieleze tu.
If you got that, then the message is home.
Oh,
yeah, the message is home. Yes. So here's the thing. In the main production, which is Mind in Motion, you find that we have a neglect in the production. We have stress, we have depression, we have anxiety, we have there is also suicide at the end. Yeah. So where you see that I'm reaching, it's more of there is neglect, and there is also the need to seek for help. And the current world, trusting people is not easy. Even your immediate friends. Like sometimes you might be going through like a lot of stuff, but you can't tell them because there is maybe a place where they've placed you, and you don't want to break all that down. Yeah. So most of the time we find that we shy off from sharing. So we are like, should I share? Should I not? Should I share? Should I not?
Yeah. So how did that end? Because in the end, you reached to each other, you kind of embraced, and then you fell down.
Yeah. You want to take it? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what happens when somebody gets into like really difficult situation. Most of the time, there is always two sides of things, whereby you trying to really help them, but sometimes they always drag you down with them. Yeah, so you really have to know when to step back, because your friend might come for help, which is really good, but sometimes when things are overwhelming, sometimes it's always like really good to direct them to professionals or people who can handle that kind of situation. Yeah, because for somebody like to change how they think about things and at least try and at least get better mentally, they have to sometimes accept the situation where they are. But you find that some people, they still like in a lot of denial. So if they are in a lot of denial and you are trying to paint for them like that bigger picture and they are still not seeing that, so most of the time you find that they tend to drag you down with them. They tend to drag you down with them. Yeah.
And I actually love that perspective because we don't look at it that way many a times. We just assume when someone is in need of help, when a friend is in need of help because they're going through some mental issues, we are supposed to be there for them, yes?
Yeah.
But we never look at the side where you could also be drained because you are not a professional in this, you know, you're not a therapist. You are not really trained to do that. So I love that you talked about that perspective. I didn't think that was the case. I thought amekama amekokoa kofiti, you know. Yeah, so what made you look at it in that perspective really? Is it a story that you know, a personal story, or what got you to that way of thinking?
I think number one, it's we have all different stories. We have like our personal stories that normally like made us to now go into, because before we never know about therapy. We didn't know appreciate therapy, number one, because it's like because of the lack of knowledge about us knowing that there's therapy actually, number one. You know, most people in Kenya, if I say I'm going to a therapist, like, oh, umezidiwa umeenda pabaya, you know. But now we are also trying to change that perspective, telling people that it is okay to go and visit a therapy. It is okay to have these sessions. You know, it's just okay. You know, it's like trying to introduce people to this world and make them that appreciate that therapy is fine. You don't have to like be like what do you call this, like stigmatized because I'm going for therapy or anything. We want to make it like a normal thing. You know, then we go for a medical checkup. That's what we're also trying to push.
Yeah, we should normalize therapy. I mean, you don't need to be going through stress for you to go to therapy. It's actually advice for you to just, whether you're okay, like you just go for therapy. And I love that. So you had a show actually, Mind in Motion.
Yes.
You had a show at the KNT couple of days ago on the 4th. Tell me about how that show went.
Yeah, so first of all, the show was a success, despite us doing it on odd days, because most of the time doing any event on a weekday, it's always like really...
It's tricky.
It's very draining and stuff, because getting to like sell tickets and stuff, it's always like really hectic. Yeah, but we had a turnout, which was good. And we had also like a lot of people coming in and starting to talk about mental health and seeing mental health in a different perspective. Because most of the time you find that sitting somebody down to talk to them about mental health, people always shy away from that, because it's always like, let me put it for lack of a better language, giving them lecture. Yeah. So, but you know, if you put somebody down and you entertain them first, you know, and then in the entertainment, they get to tap into some of the things they are struggling with. Somebody can see there is neglect there, then they are like, at certain point, at certain struggle in my life, I've been neglected. They see somebody like, really struggling with depression, they see that. So after the end of the production, we always have psychologists who always comes on board, because we end the production, we end the performance in a way that you don't know that it has already ended, but we start a conversation there. Because if the production ends, boom, then you find that everybody's like, isha hata niende home, unaona. But if we made it in a way that to keep you glued, to keep you to start that conversation, because after performance it's easy, because people tend to open up and relate more with the things that they've experienced themselves. Yeah, that is why if you look at the current things that are always happening, these gossips and stuff when it comes to relationship, and when somebody like, because currently there have been a lot of divorce cases and stuff, and you find that in Kenya, currently holding relationship are always like really hard. So yeah. So when you find that mtu ameachwa na wewe ulishaachwa, then uko like, kumbe tuko wengi, hata tupige hii story, unaona. Yeah, so it's easy to spark up a conversation with something you relate with.
With, yeah. So how do we keep this conversation of mental health going in our own small capacities?
I think number one, for us to be able, we have to accept and appreciate that it is there. You know, the first thing is like people deny that mental health is there. For us, most people do not know that it is there. So the first thing we need to do is to be able to accept that it is there, and then after that, once you accept, now we come out with solution that now, since we know there's a problem, how do we solve this? You know, the first thing is acceptance, and then now we start about conversing. If we don't accept about mental health, it becomes very hard to talk about it, because number one, it's like you're in denial. There's no way you can convince somebody who is in denial to be able to change their way, because if they do not accept, like for example, if an alcoholic, if they do not accept to be able to go for change for themselves, it becomes a very big problem for you to be able to turn the person. So the first thing is we need to do is accept, and then now that will start the conversation and keep the conversation going.
Yeah. And also, just to add on that, there is one of the most important thing before accepting and which is safe space.
Safe space.
Yeah. So first of all, you have to create safe space within yourself. You have to be patient with yourself. Make sure maybe some of the things that you are going through, it's just a process. Yeah. And also creating safe space for the people who are immediate next to you, your coworkers, your friends, your partner. Yeah. So if you create that safe space, it is easy for them to talk to you, to tell you, okay, I'm struggling with this and this and this and this, because they always say a problem shared is
half
solved. Yeah. So from that, you find that it's easy to solve a lot of things if we just create safe space.
Yeah.
I think also we also need to keep doing what you're doing. Like right now, we're also trying to plan for other mental health activities that to be able to educate people. Like right now, we also have another activity that is coming on the 19th, it's the walk, which is also we're trying to be able to pull a crowd and talk about sensitizing this. The good thing about it is also we're trying to bring on more partners on board. Like right now, the project that we're working on next on the mental health walk is like we are partnered with Africala Arts and the University of Nairobi to be able to try and sparkle the conversation with students. You know, try use this kind of art, because I'm glad Africala normally use art, we use art. So we try to approach this problem in a different angle. The way the young people and the current generation understand things is mostly through art, and that is what we're trying to use to be able to speak more. So have such organization try to keep on going and do such activities so that we can be able to spread the word more and more.
Yeah, I love that, and I love that you're also going to universities, because I feel like that's the space where sometimes most of us lose it, because there's a lot going on. You have a lot of free time sometimes, and also when we talk about mental health awareness, do you feel like maybe social media has really prompted it to be more, not really the awareness, but mental health issues? Would you say that social media is playing a part in the rampant cases of people having mental issues?
Yeah, I can say yes and no. Yeah. And yes, because you find that people tend to if they are going through something, and instead of them seeking for the right channel, they go to social media to check some of the symptoms or some of the struggles the other people go through. And then after trying to relate those symptoms, they conclude that they are also suffering through the same thing. Instead of going to specific channel, getting screened, getting help and this, and making sure, okay, if I'm suffering from depression, it's depression. And which level of depression. If it is stress, is which, So, and then, no, because you find that currently there is a lot of information that enlighten people about mental health. Yes.
That's online.
Yeah.
Just to add on what he's saying on the story of social media, then number one, if we get to out and educate people about this mental health, if you are in a good mental space, you'll be in a position to be able to detect in social media. It can be able to affect you positively or negatively, but you never, most of the time, we normally take the social media and then it crumbles your life because you yourself have not learned on how to deal with your mental issues and everything. But once you're in a position to be able to deal with your mental issues, anything that comes means you'll be in a good position to tackle it. So the first thing is learn about mental health and how yourself to deal with things so that anything that comes your side, you'll be able to deal with it.
Okay, as we finish up with this conversation, maybe for someone who would love to get in touch with you as Lost State of Mind, how do they get to you, or Mind in Motion?
So we have different social media channels. We have IG, which is you find us on Lost_State of Mind, and then Twitter, which is currently X, L_State of Mind, and then on Facebook, our page is Lost State of Mind.
Okay.
Yes.
I can't let you guys leave before you tell me what Lost State of Mind means. Because the more you're saying it, I'm like, why did you choose that name?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to go?
Lost State of Mind. It's number one. We love the name number one because it raised the curiosity, it sparked a question like, why lost? Why lost? So most of the time we are normally lost in different states of mind. You can be lost in different thoughts. You can be lost in your situation in life. You can, it's a state of mind where at some point you are like lost. So that's why we decided to come up with the name Lost State of Mind. It's only a state of mind that is, we are normally at a certain point we may be lost in different thoughts, in different things that we are doing. That's why we came up with the name Lost State of Mind. And then it's also like sparkle a conversation, and then it's raise the eyebrows and like what exactly is lost.
Yeah.
And also to add on that, when we are born, we go through a journey, right? And technically, as we go through the journey of life from all the stages, we always lost. Which means we always trying to figure out things. We always trying to find out things. So in the midst of getting lost, we learn a lot of things along the way. Yes.
Okay.
And it's always the state of mind, because for you to achieve anything, you have to change your mindset. You have to change how you think for you to achieve anything. So we are always lost.
And I love that it's just a state of mind. So when you're lost, it is a state of mind. You can choose to be found. You can choose to be found. It's all in the mind. It is all in the mind. You're doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for coming to the show. We appreciate the work that you're doing out there on mental wellness.
Thank you.
Mental health awareness.
Hopefully to see you on the walk on 19th.
When is it? On the 19th?
Yeah, it will be on the 19th.
Everyone is welcome?
Yeah, everybody is welcome.
It's free?
It's free. And we're also looking for partners who want to join. And also partners to come in, to make sure the event is a success.
Okay.
Yeah, and also because we are targeting a lot of, we are expecting a lot of people to come on board, 3,000. Because we'll be a lot of students will be coming from UON, from different institutions, just to come for the walk.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We'll be there.
Okay.
All right. Right now we take a short musical break. Don't you go too far. Good Morning Kenya continues, Entertainment Thursday being it.
Serikali ya kaunti ya Turkana ya kualika kwenye kitovu cha utamaduni cha Ekales, eneo la Lodwar, kwa makala ya 7 ya tamasha ya utamaduni wa Turkana na utalii. Tangia tarehe 12 hadi tarehe 14 mwezi Oktoba mwaka 2023. Njoo ujionee asili ya binadamu pamoja na visima vya mafuta vya Lokichar. Kenye kwenye runinga ya KBC Channel 1, Radio Taifa na idhaa ya Kiturukana.
Want to be the man you met, the man you fell in love with.
They're looking for you for taking Adrian away.
I'll make Carolina regret this for the rest of her life.
He's going to drop the charges.
We are going to go on with a lawsuit against Arturo Otero. And I want to take it all the way.
Lady, talk about her as if she was a bad influence.
You know she's trouble.
But I love her.
I won't let you get away with this, understand?
And how are you going to stop me?
Well, like this.
Umekuwa mwema witness, Injili na eneza and you can see. Oh dunia, nasubiria baraka, nasubiria baraka, nasubiria baraka, nasubiria baraka, nasubiria baraka, nasubiria baraka. What have you done to me? I don't know. What have you done to me? I don't know. Believe me, believe me, believe me. It has to be you. I need you. I need you for my family. Believe me, believe me. It has to be you. I need you for my family. It must be you. It must be you. Family. I need you. I need you for my family. It must be you. It must be you. Family. I need you. I need you for my family. Oh baby, oh, been in love with you for days. Done day with you for so long, so long. I'm crazy, oh, I'm crazy over you. Now waiting man go do to make you know what you want. Believe if you don't believe me, I will not deceive, do not deceive me. And my love go past the love you give me. If I follow your heart, my
Zito maisha. Hey, eti unalia una nini? Tena wajidharau haifai. Kisiwajua ni Mungu anainua. Napenda tu ni wewe tu. Yesu ni kwako tu. Wacha nikusifie, Yesu nikusifie kwa yale umetenda. Ni wewe tu. Imani yako shikilia, hey, kama kipaji chako shikilia, hey, kama wokovu wako shikilia, hey, kama shikilia, 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 oh, kamatia, 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 oh, kamatia. Huyu Yesu mwenye nguvu anainua, huyu Yesu mwenye uwezo anatenda, huyu Yesu mwenye upendo anapenda. Nasema huyu Yesu, huyu Yesu anapenda tu. Wewe jipe moyo, wewe jipe moyo, nasema jipe moyo. Hey, tatizo gani yenye asiloliweza? Nasema tatizo gani, hilo tatizo gani? Mpe yote, wewe mpe yote, nasema mpe yote. Yesu anaponya, Yesu anabariki, Yesu anainua. Ni yeye, ni yeye, ni yeye, ni yeye, ni yeye, ni yeye, ni yeye tu. Imani yako shikilia, hey, kama kipaji chako shikilia, hey, kama wokovu wako shikilia, hey, kama shikilia, 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 oh, kamatia, 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 oh, kamatia.
All the hits, all the time. Mambumbaya. The DJ other DJs wanna be. It's the one.
DJ Unique, the messenger.
Shikilia, kamatia,
Mambumbaya.
shikilia, kamatia, shikilia.
Most definitely, this is Entertainment Thursday on Good Morning Kenya. Welcome back. My name is Mike Migo, and today, as I promised you earlier, we are going to talk to a promising young artist going by the name Mzito Maish. He's already in studio today. Karibu sana Mzito Maish. How are you?
I'm good.
Yes. Hebu tuambie, jina Mzito Maish ilitoka wapi?
Mzito Maish ilikuja like kila mtu ni mzito.
Yes.
Ndivyo msana anakuja anakuambia vipi mzito, ni aje mzito? Nikajikuta nimejita Mzito Maish. Yeah.
Lakini jina lako ya ID ni gani?
Simon Mwangi.
Simon Mwangi.
Yeah.
Nini ilikufanya ukapata msukumo wa kuingia katika nyimbo za Injili?
Wacha niseme ni talent, ni kitu nimekuwa nikipenda kutoka kitambo. Tangu mwanzo nimekuwa nikiandika songs. Hadi sasa nikaamua sasa nianze kurecord.
Yes.
Na ikakuwa ndio hivyo. Yeah.
So ngoma yako ya kwanza ni hii ya kushikilia ama ni ile ingine? Ngoma yako ya kwanza ilikuwa gani?
Uzito wa Yesu.
Uzito wa Yesu.
Yes.
Tell us more, a little bit more, what inspired that to write that song, Uzito wa Yesu?
Okay, uzito wa Yesu unamaanisha nguvu za Yesu. Mahali Mungu ametutoa. Na ukiangalia kila mtu ako na testimony yake ya mahali Mungu amemtoa. Kila mtu ako na jani yake. So wimbo unasema ametutoa faa, tumetoka faa na tunaenda faa. Yeah.
So ni kulingana na experiences zako ndio ilikupush ukaandika hii ngoma, ama ni nini kilisababisha wewe kuandika hii ngoma Uzito wa Yesu? Ni experiences zako ama ni mabeshti ulikuwa nao ukaona they are going through some things and you needed to encourage someone? Nini ilifanya ukaandika hii ngoma?
Naweza sema it's all about my life. Mahali Mungu amenitoa mimi. Cause Mungu amenitoa bali. Sasa nikaamua kuandika hiyo wimbo mahali Mungu amenitoa na bado sijafika. I have still long way to go. Yeah.
If you can give us a little bit, if you can get into a little bit of details, ni nini specifics? Nini kilifanya, nini kilikuhapenia? Nini kilikuhapenia?
Naweza sema tu ni live, hakukosagi challenges. Saa zingine unajipata umeenda like mlama. Saa zingine unakuta umelekebika. That's why nikaamua niandike about it. Uzito wa Yesu, nguvu za Yesu. Maana uzito ni kitu kina nguvu. Yeah.
Na of course ukiandika ukifanya nyimbo za gospel, inamaanisha we uko pale kwa kanisani katikati. Hebu tuambie, ulipoanza kuimba pale kanisani, reception yako ilikuwa aje? Watu walikubali ama unajua kuna wale detractors wanakuja kusema wewe hakuna mahali unaenda, wewe hata huna talent, hujui chenye unafanya. Pale kanisani ilikuwa aje?
Okay, walinipokea vizuri. Even though kukosagi wale mmoja wawili wa kukudiscourage, but unajitia tu moyo.
Yes.
Unaendelea tu, una push tu. Yeah.
Yeah. Na sasa acha tuingie kuna yale mambo mawili matatu tu, challenges of starting out. Unajua there are challenges in the industry when you are already established.
Yes.
But the challenges of starting out. Wewe ni msanii unachipuka. Ni challenges gani ulipatana nazo ukianza? When you wrote your first song and you said now I want to record. What challenges did you face?
Kwanza chenye nilikuwa confused nacho, nitaenda kurekodia wapi? Na nakumbuka sasa nimeandika song, natafuta studio. Mtu tu akaniambia yeye ni producer, ataniproducea song. Na in fact akaniambia hadi nitume do, kesho yake niende wapi? Studio. Kumbe ilikuwa tu ni scam. Mimi nikatuma pesa.
So ulichezwa hii kadairo?
Mimi nimechezwa. Nilichezwa. Sasa mimi nikatuma do, the next day hiyo sasa nilikuwa niende studio. Kupiga simu haipatikani.
Ni mteja?
Ni mteja. So nika feel like discouraged, yani sikia vibaya sana. But sikuwa na other, siku give up. So mtu alinisaidia ni Bensi. Big up to Bensi.
Yes.
Bensi sasa nilikuwa na namba yake, nikazungumza naye. Yeye ndiye aliniita studio kwake huko Lex, na huko ndio nimerekodia songs zangu zote. Yeah.
Nice. So after umekoniwa sasa, hukufikiria sijui niachane na hii ngoma ama niachane na muziki ama niache tu kuimba juu sasa kama nimeanza na maswara itaendaje?
Nilikuwa nimefika at that point, but nilikuwa sita give up. Cause ni kitu nafanya kutoka kwangu, nimejitolea. Wacha tu niendelee. Yeah.
Sasa before we continue, we are going to take you live to Turkana where our reporter Nancy Okware is live right now. Nancy Okware? Oh, okay, sawa. Now, before we cross over to Turkana, let's get back to you. A little bit of nini nilikufanya ukaingia muziki wa gospel? Unajua kuna secular na gospel. Why gospel?
Nilichoose gospel juu mimi ni mtu wa God sana. Lakini siwezi sana vile sana, lakini nikaamua tu acha nifanye gospel juu napenda word ya God. Pia niweze ku preach word through gospel. That's why nikaamua nifanye gospel.
So it means uli grow up ukiwa mdogo kutoka church.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
And ni katika familia yenu kuna mtu yeyote into music kama you are the first one? Because some musicians,
yes,
kuna wale wanasemanga baba yangu alianza kuimba, I find myself tukiimba na yeye nini, sasa nikajipata kwa muziki. Anyone in your family who's...
No, kwetu hakuna, ni mimi tu.
Ni wewe tu. Na unaendeleza kipawa vizuri
kabisa.
Nice. Ningetaka tuongee kuhusu style ya muziki wako. But before tuongelea about that, we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
In Kenya, 9 in 50 children are stunted. That is to mean they are too short for their age.
It is only 60% of the babies that were enumerated and exclusive breastfeeding.
Yeah.
And you know the mother's milk is almost self-contained in terms of nutrients.
This week, we discuss childhood nutrition.
People living with HIV, they have children, they cannot breastfeed. Those children should be put on alternatives. We must come up with evidence-based policies. Policies that are based not on theory, but on research.
Make sure you tune in.
of one humankind, brothers side by side.
Tunazungumzia sharti moja ya swala ambayo inampasa Muislamu kuzingatia.
Tofauti ya Muislamu na siokuwa Muislamu ni swala, na matendo unayoyatenda yao ni matendo ambayo Mwenyezi Mungu anayapenda.
You filled my heart with love, showed me the love.
Kulingana na samples ziloleta, ulikuwa unatarajia nini, lakini hayo ndo majibu yako.
Inasikitisha wewe kumbadilisha babake mtoto wangu namna hii. Abel kuwa mtoto wa bingo itabaki kwa ndoto kwako, hata upende.
Nenda naye jikoni, upike, ukitaka pia mfanye supu, niondoke.
Hapa kaliki kabisa. Mpaka mimi niko na wasiwasi that anything can happen.
Kate atakudhalilisha na atakutesa wewe kama mwanasesere.
Welcome back to Good Morning Kenya. This is Entertainment Thursday, and today we have Mzito Maish in the house, and let's continue with the conversations. Gospel music often carries a message and some sense of spirituality. How can your music, kulingana na wewe, unataka muziki wako uwe na impact gani kwa mafans wako?
Nataka uwe muziki wenye unaweza encourage mtu. Saa zile maybe ako at the end of, yani mahali mwenye anasikia like amefika mwisho, muziki uwe wa ku-encourage. Yeah.
Because kuna watu tu they just take songs, write songs, ndio sasa wajulikane tu wanaimba, lakini hawana ile message wanapea watu. So wewe ungetaka ku-encourage watu wapate nguvu katika maisha.
Yes.
That's a nice one. Now, another thing I would like to know. Katika muziki, kuna na muziki wa injili. Kuna wale wamebobea, kuna wale wanaanzia saa hii. Na kati ya wale waliobobea, who is your biggest music influence and why?
Naweza sema Good Luck kutoka Tanzania. Yeye hufanya, naona akifanya kazi yake vizuri. Yani ana kiki, yani yako tu muziki umetulia, yanampenda sana.
Good Luck.
Yeah,
na nini sana kinakuvutia kwake? Because ako Tanzania, uko Kenya.
Nimekuwa nikimfuatilia kutoka kitambo hadi saa hii. So pia naweza sema ni mwenye nimekuwa like he is my mentor. Yeah, mimi upenda kumfuatilia sana maana anafanya kazi mzuri, kazi safi, napenda. Yeah.
Na hapa Kenya hauna mtu?
Niko na kama Guardian Angel, akina Masimasika wako.
Guardian Angel, Masimasika, the biggest names in the. Na unaweza sema ni influence gani wamekuwa nayo katika safari yako ya muziki? Unajua kuna yale maneno unaangalia, useme I'd like to take this path. Yenye mtu huyu amechukua. Ni nini haswa, what stands out for each of those musicians that you have mentioned?
Nikianza na Guardian Angel, venye ubehave kwanza. Unajua kwanza unaangalia behavior za mtu. Venye ubehave. Like pia yafanye kiki, anafanya tu muziki wake. Yeah, I think hizo ndizo vitu mimi huangalia. Yeah.
Nice. Now, we are going to take you live to Turkana County, where our reporter Nancy Okware is live. Remember, this week the Turkana Cultural Festival is happening. So if Nancy Okware, you can hear me, please. 1, 2. Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Mike, back at the broadcasting house. Good morning, Kenya. Indeed, we are live at Ekales Cultural Center right here in Lodwar, Turkana County. And of course, the sound of ornaments and music greets you as you arrive at this center. And it is a sign that the Turkana Cultural and Tourism Festival, it's the traditional dancers that will be entertaining the guests that will be at this center. Arrived here from yesterday at around 1 p.m. They spent the night at this particular venue. And of course, it is a charged group of entertainers from different parts of Turkana County. They started arriving yesterday, preparing for the big day. And of course, as early as 5 a.m., they were already up and practicing, just perfecting their skills ahead of the Turkana Tourism and Cultural Festival that will be kicking off any minute from now. It is a festival that brings together communities that are under the Ateker group that brings together a number of communities from Kenya. We do have the Turkana from Kenya. We also have communities from Uganda, from South Sudan, as well as Ethiopia. They are expected here, and it will all be about celebrating the rich Turkana culture, the rich Ateker culture, and of course selling Turkana County to the world. Demystifying the beliefs that people have had over time that Turkana is a place that perhaps is rocked by a number of challenges, but there are better things in this county, and that is what will be showcased right here as the Turkana Tourism and Cultural Festival kicks off. The president, that is Dr. William Ruto, arrived yesterday. He spent the night at this county, and we expect him to officiate this particular event that will be taking place at this center. That is the Ekales Cultural Center right here in Lodwar. Now, the event will also be used to preach peace among the Ateker communities. These are communities that share a common lineage, their mother being Atana Yeche. And of course, a number of the members of this Ateker community, they were born in this particular area. This is Turkana County, which is also known as the cradle of mankind. And of course, due to some challenges such as drought, they relocated to neighboring countries such as Uganda, South Sudan, Ethiopia. But this ceremony is about welcoming them back home and reminding them where their origin is, and of course the importance of these communities to be together and coexist peacefully. Our team, that is the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, your national broadcaster. We are on location, a number of teams, and of course we'll be updating our viewers as the event kicks off any minute from now. But for now, it's just the entertainers that are entertaining they are preparing ahead of this ceremony that will be officiated by President William Samoei Ruto any minute from now. But for now, I'd like to hand it back to you, Mike, at the broadcasting house. My name is Nancy Okware.
That's our reporter Nancy Okware live from Turkana, where the Turkana Cultural Festival is happening, and it's expected to be opened officially by President William Samoei Ruto. Now, we continue with our Entertainment Thursday here on Good Morning Kenya. And the conversation we are having with Mzito Maish. Mzito Maish. Yes. Hiyo jina inanifurahisha, Mzito Maish. Sasa kuna kitu nataka uniambie. Muziki. Kuna wale wanafanya muziki kama biashara na kuna wale wanafanya muziki tu just because they just want to sing. Which of the two, where do you fall hapo kati ya hizo mbili?
Okay, mimi sifanya ati juu ya kama biashara. Maana ukifanya muziki kama biashara utaumia. Utaumia, maana unapata kama mtu like anataka kufanya music utajilikia haraka. Alafu unapata by the end of the day hauja gain hata anything. So mimi naweza sema mimi sifanya ati juu ya pesa. Nafanya kuinspire watu, kusplain the gospel. Yeah.
So you are simply doing Lord's work.
Yes.
Sasa na ukiitiwa gigs haulipishi? Ukisema you are doing the Lord's work, there is muziki. Okay, kuna investments unafanya, video nini, sound kurecord. Ukiitiwa gig au lipishi? Ukisema ulipishi, Wakenya watakuita.
Wataniita sana. Once ujue, Biblia yenyewe inasema mtu atakula jasho ya. So hii ni jasho yangu hii muziki. So pia wewe once umeniita, you have to appreciate. Maana huu muziki nimerekodi na pesa. Video ni pesa, like kila kitu ni pesa, sijafanywa affiliate. So at the moment sasa ile umeniita kwako ni kuja nifanya maybe show, alafu nitoke tu hivyo, utakukiniumiza. Yeah, so nafaa kutoboka.
Tuseme umeitiwa gig. Na unaenda kuperform, whether it be church ama crusade ama anywhere that there is a religious gathering, because I want to understand or think that is where you mostly perform.
Yes.
How do you prepare for when you are going on stage? Like kuna ile kitu tu mtu anafanyanga anajipea chocha, like this is my thing. What do you do? Like wewe sasa mzito maisha, naingia stage, unafanyanga, una stretch, unafanyanga nini?
Once ukienda pale kuperform pale stage, lazima ukuwe na psych.
Yes.
Because pia watu wanataka mtu amechangamka. Uweze tuenda pale kwa stage usimame hivi, uanze
kuperform.
Haiwezi. So unafaa ukifika pale unachangamsha watu. At the moment ile tu psych umeingia nayo pale kwa stage. Hiyo ni enough.
So the way you unaingia stage,
the way tu kwa stage tu hivyo, at the moment watu washachangamka. At least watu wanaona humse akona psych. Once hata kama like song yako haiwababi sana, but ile psych uko nayo, unapata tu pia wao wameshapata psych.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ningetaka tukimalizia, ningetaka uambie something, your message to somebody who is starting right now na anataka kuingia kwa gospel music. Advise them.
Kwa wenye wanaanza, si rahisi. Kuna challenges na pia kuna maconman wenye watakukukona. Alafu pia kama unataka kuanza muziki, usifanye ati juu unaona Mzito Maisha anafanya ama mwingine anafanya, we kama ni talent, we fanya. Kwa upendo ujitolee. Maana pia utaface challenges. Alafu usifanye ati ukiexpect utatoa song leo, kesho ikuwe hit. Yeah, utangangana, you have to push until you make it.
Now you've heard everything from Mzito Maish. He's on his journey to stellar performances in the years and days to come. This has been a very informative segment with you. Karibu sana. It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Tutafurahia sana ukikuja tena tufanye ngoma zingine uongeleshe watu.
Ni kweli.
Yes, that is where we come to the end of this interview. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more.
maybe umekuwa na option ya kuchagua au imeingia fashion, so ijua maana niko kwenye cheni na suasua, nimejaribu kuribu si bado system inagushigu, shit feelings zako zenyewe ni za kubu, sinika unafuta sigara steam weko pe, I do my best na kwenda rest, naonekana nimesha fairy test, naona kinoma noma unanichesa, kosa sukosa unashtaki wa kesi, na mimi bado nakupenda, bado naona tunaweza kwenda, na tunayo nafasi ya kujajenga, channel yetu imeingia jenga.
Kama nakupenda tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakumiss. Sikushua kama nakufeel tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakukiss. Sikushua nawe, sikushua nawe, sikushua nawe, sikushua nawe, sikushua kama nakupenda tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakumiss.
Alexis on the beat.
Sikushua kama nakupenda tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakumiss. Sikushua kama nakufeel tena, ngoja ninywe pombe nione kama nitakukiss. Sikushua nawe, siku
Ni MC Felo. Skia.
360 Empire.
Riswa majini mapepo Illuminati riswa waganga wachawi na shetani riswa majini mapepo Illuminati riswa waganga wachawi na shetani riswa uganga wao riswa uchawi wao riswa majini yao riswa umasikini riswa kwa vita vya injili nasimama kama soja shetani akizua na pinga zake hoja mauaji shaka hola wapenzi kuuana na vifo kwenye ndoa kosa na motoka na mkristo analala njaa korona ilipokam kuna wengi walikufa asante Mungu Baba neema zako zilishuka I'm not here to judge bila Yesu ni vanity oh dear Lord ondole hii kalami devil worship imezidi na usipojua Yesu utatolea kafara soma revelation manabii wa uongo miujiza ya uongo fuata huyu Yesu usisikize longo ukisoma fanikie wanakutumia majini ukipata kazi nzuri wanakwendea kwa mganga na usipokiri huyu Yesu wataiba nyota yako uganga umezidi uchawi umezidi utapeli umezidi riswa majini mapepo Illuminati riswa waganga wachawi na shetani riswa ufisadi siasa duni maisha duni maradhi njana umaskini sio lazima chuki na anasa tegemea Mungu na usiende kwa mganga tuache vita vya mashamba nyasaye no mulai juzi tuye na mkamba usingie Illuminati kuwa tu na subira usiuze shamba zako kisa kwenda kwa mganga ewe Mola pigana vita vyetu Jehova jire tusamee dhambi zetu Alpha na Omega tuondolee hii mikosi.
Yes, and we are back tukikemea mapepo riswa. All right, this is Entertainment Thursday right here on Good Morning Kenya, and I want to plug each and every artist who may be tuning in right now, and they are upcoming artists, and maybe they are wondering where they can get to go and record their music at an affordable, actually it's free, not even at an affordable price. That is Studio Machinani. Studio Machinani is set across all counties. If you're an artist, just go on the internet and search for Studio Machinani and just You'll be plugged. You'll be plugged, by the way. You can get to record your songs for free. Absolutely free. That's a plug right there. Now, in studio with me is the Riswa song maker. That is MC Fellow. He is an MC and a gospel rap artist. MC Fellow, welcome to Good Morning Kenya.
Thank you so much.
Unakemea, kwani ni nini? Nilikuwa niulize shetani alifanya nini, lakini shetani anakoseanga kila saa. So,
Exactly.
Tell me what the song is about.
Tunakemea mambo yote iko hivyo kwa society. Mambo mengi imekuwa happen yani ambayo haifurahishi mazi. For example, hizo stories za Shakahola, we see the worship, hizo Illuminati. So tunasema Riswa hizo tunakemea. Yeah.
How did that song come about?
Nilikuwa tu na watch ma news, yani kila siku niko watch ma news na wana hizi vitu zina happen. Every day unafungulia TV na watch pale, unacheki hizo vitu zina happen. So nikasema wacha tu address.
Yeah. All right. If you can just take us back to where MC Fellow first got to know about music. Yeah. Your earliest memory of music, ukikumbuka, ulikuwa which age maybe, and just what was happening around that time?
Ilikuwa kitambo, nikiwa kama class 2 huko. I remember my brother alikuwa anagonga mabati, then nikaanza kuimba na hiyo kelele ya mabati. So ndio kitu naweza kumbuka, so ikaendelea hivyo throughout.
So from class 2 is when you realized muziki ni kama unajua there's something known as music.
Yes.
And from then on you've loved music all through.
Exactly.
When did you decide to do it professionally?
2 years ago. 2 years ago ndio niliingia studio nikafanya track hapo. Producer kaniambia ni kama unaweza tuendelee hivyo hivyo.
Okay, I understand your mic is not as it's not okay at the moment. Unique, tupatie mziki and then we'll come back with the artist.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Baby girl, now you me I choose. What I cause them no fit compare. Say you be the one with the complete me. Oh no. Baby girl, now you me I choose. What I cause them no fit compare. Almost in my love pass overseas. Oh yeah. Get the way that you come by, yo. Baby girl, make you draw for me, yo. Things you do, girl, I know you so yo. Baby, make I spend money. All the way that you come by, yo. Baby girl, make you draw for me, yo. Now go play you like Ronaldo. I wanna make you mine, cause you know, say I can make you my wife. Make you smile, oh I can. I'm on to show, baby, I can treat you right, girl, I can. Marry you, I can. I'm on trip to Paris, yo, I can. Make you smile, take you round the oh yeah. Bombo loco, yeah. Bombo loco, yeah. Bombo loco, baby, no, I can. Bombo loco, yeah. Bombo loco, yeah. Bombo loco, baby, no, I got you for head like a kata. Take you anywhere, no go tire. Yo, this is girl, my desire. Yeah, fire, girl, you define her. Jackpot, come for me, jackpot, tao. Baby, you kill me, rock pack, tao. Sweetie, now only you where they make my medulla the boss with the way that you come body, yo. Baby girl, make you draw for me, yo. Things you do, girl, I know you so yo. Baby, make I spend money all the way that you come body, yo. Baby girl, make you draw for me, yo. Now go play you like Ronaldo. I wanna make you mine, cause you know, say I can make you my wife. You smile, oh I can. I'm a tosho, baby, I can treat you right. She might call you dada. Germany, I'm a top number. You know what
government of Turkana welcomes you to the Ehale Center in Lodwa Town for the 7th edition of the Turkana Cultural and Tourism Festival. From 12th to the 14th of October 2023. Come, experience the origin of mankind with its unmatched beauty from the beaches of Lake Turkana to the oil wells of Lokichar. Live on Channel 1, Radio Taifa and KBC Turkana Service.
Nothing we talk about now can be done before the holiday is over, so it's pointless to ask. So focus on eating, okay?
I can do that.
Hello? Why do you sound so nervous? Are you okay?
I think there's someone following me.
Stop screaming! Hey, who are you?
Where's your costume? Why aren't you dressed yet?
This is my costume, can't you tell?
Are you both ready?
We'll follow your lead.
And we are back right here on Entertainment Thursday. And before we took that break, MC Fellow was just telling us how he got into music. You mentioned that it was 2 years ago?
Yes, 2 years
Tell me about that story.
2 years ago, nilikuwa kule Ushago, then challenges were there. So mzazi akanisaidia do, nikajam into studio. I did my first track, ilikuwa inaitwa Nakusifu. Nakusifu ndio ilikuwa my first song 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me about Nakusifu.
Ilikuwa inasifu God, yani mambo amenifanyia.
Yeah.
Baba nakusifu kwa yote umenitendea, upendo wako Baba wanifanya natembea, dhambi zangu zote Baba najua umenisamea, jina lako nalisifu, la shetani nakemea. So ilikuwa inasifu God, yani.
Yeah.
Mambo ametufanyia, yani.
Why did you decide to get into to do rap and not just sing? Is it something that you've always loved?
Yes, nilipenda rap sana, yani back in the days nilikuwa nasikiza hizo za majuu hizo. So nikasema juu pia zina kuna zingine zina inspire, so nikasema wacha niende gospel na ni rap, yani. Yeah.
Kwa nini ukasema wacha niende gospel?
So it was a calling.
Yeah.
Nilijaribu zingine zikanishinda, but
also si ati hukufanya secular.
Nilijaribu secular ikanishinda. But nikifanya hii naingia.
Ilikushinda juu ya nini? Is there a difference?
Yeah.
Okay, in terms of kupata idea, ama ilikushinda in terms of wewe kuandika lyrics, hizo zingine inasumbuka, ama ni flow, ama difference iko wapi?
Nikijaribu kuandika lyrics ama kuandika hivi, yani inakuwa inanizingua sana. But hii nikijaribu tu inaingia. Hata naweza kuwa natembea tu inakaa. So nikasema labda ni calling, wacha niende nayo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since 2 years ago, unaweza sema journey yako ya muziki imekuwa aje so far?
So far, yani imeniconnect na watu wengi sana. Nimekuwa na connection na watu wengi wenye sikuwa najuana nao. Pia nimefanya show kidogo hivi zikanipatia kipato kidogo. Nashukuru Mungu.
When, yeah.
Mashinani.
Uko mashinani. Also, you don't reside in Nairobi.
I'm here. But sometimes nikitravel huko napata show kidogo.
Yeah, most of the shows zinakuja kutoka. Si big up watu wa home basi. Ni wapi?
Big up watu wa Kakamega, yani Lurambi huko.
Watu Kakamega County.
Kabisa.
Okay. You are an MC as well?
Yes.
MCing ilikuja lini and how did you get into it?
Hiyo ilianza high school. Kama kuna sports hivyo nini, mimi ndio nakuja pale kwa platform na wapigia nini. Wanafurahia. Hapo ndio ilianzia. Alafu pia kuna two events tungine what na happen huko. Jamaa ananialika huko napiga tu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mtu akisema yeye ni MC.
Yeah.
What exactly does it mean? What do you do?
Kuna MC type mbili. Katika ukiangalia katika one ile ya ceremony, kama kuna event, wewe ndio una control the mic. Mic controller, yani. Na kuna ingine katika music, yani
wewe ndio uko pale, yani ndio pia una control the way music ina go. Yes.
So between the two, which one do you do?
Zote.
Unapiga zote? Yeah.
Ni hustle tu.
So MCing na music.
Yeah.
Which one would you say you love the most since you do both?
Ni music. Sana ni music. Kwa sababu pia unajua kuingia studio na kutoa idea pia ni kitu poa. Inspire, yeah.
Okay, now when it comes to your music, how do you ensure that unazidi tu kutoa muziki? Like how do you work on yourself in order for you to keep, releasing music? Is there anything you do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huwa na record kwa simu yangu, like nikitembea hivi na record hapa idea, ikikama idea na record. So out of 100 ideas nitapata ile at least iko na message mzuri, ile naenda studio na record nayo. Yes.
Who are some of the artists that you listen to?
Guardian Angel, na ule wa TZ anaitwa Walter Chilambo, na ule Good Luck.
Oh yeah. When it comes to rapping, there's easy open battles zenye huwa ziko freestyling and all.
Yeah.
Do you get into that?
Hizo cyphers, yeah.
Yeah, cyphers.
Cyphers ziko what na get, but na stick kwa gospel. Atu mix na ziko za gospel, kama DJ anaweka beat ya gospel, tuna spit na hizo. Tuna spread the word kupitia hiyo pia.
Yeah. So you do cyphers.
Yes,
you go for battles.
Yes.
Rap battles.
Mingi sana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Umuhimu wake kwa artist ambaye anafanya rap ni kama gani?
First of all, yani na kumarket. Najua ukispit hizo bars ina kumarket, alafu pia ina spread the gospel. Ina spread gospel, yani the word.
Okay, so have you done any collaborations? Are you looking to do any collaborations?
I'm looking, but sijafanya sahi.
Kwa nini?
Sijapata msee mwenye tuna vibe naye labda. Because sometimes naenda studio, most of the time naenda studio, napata wasee wenye wanafanya bongo flavor, sijui hizo hip hop na tofauti.
Okay. Talk to me about your recent song. The very recent one.
Inaitwa Ana Mpango. Ana Mpango na inaongelea yani God ako na mpango na we. Never give up. Kitu yote unapitia yani God ako na mpango na we. Never give up.
Okay, watu wataipata wapi? For anyone who would love to go check out your songs and also get to check out MC Fellow, watakupata wapi na muziki wako pia?
Pale YouTube MC Fellow, Boomplay pia iko na Mdundo. Kila mahali ni MC Fellow. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming to the program.
Asante.
All right. Right now, we know that a Turkana festival is ongoing. It started yesterday, but it will be officially officiated today by the President, William Ruto. And our team is on location. And right now, I want us to head straight to Lodwar for a live link with our very own reporter, Sarafina Ruby. Sarafina, if you can hear me. I think we've lost Sarafina. I don't know if she can hear me.
Indeed, a very good morning, Vivian Dago, coming to you live from Lodwar, Turkana County, whereby we are following up on the Turkana Cultural Festival that is meant to kick off from today. And we're expecting the President William Ruto, who arrived in Lodwar yesterday in the evening and spent the night in Lodwar, and is expected in these grounds where we are standing to come and kick off these celebrations or this cultural festival that is supposed to begin today. Well, at the venue that we are in, there is a lot of song, dance and color of the Turkanas, just expressing their diversity and celebrating it, given that there are a number of Turkanas that are expected to come to these particular celebrations. Turkanas that are in Kenya, Turkanas that are in Sudan, Ethiopia, and Sudan, Ethiopia, and also other countries that are expected to grace this particular occasion. Joining me is one of the Turkana member or resident of Lodwar to just explain to us more about this celebration. As you can hear, that is just part of the color and song of some of the people that are surrounding us here. Karibu sana mzee. Jina lako waitwa nani?
Yangu naitwa Alilo Bekeri Lobun.
Sherehe hizi mnazihitaji na zina manufaa gani kwenu kama Waturkana?
Sherehe hii ni vizuri kwa sisi kukutana na wale wa jamii yetu ambao wamepotea, ambao walikuwa wameenda Uganda, Ethiopia, Sudan. Hii sherehe inakutanisha hao watu wakae pamoja ili wasaidiane pamoja.
Tumesikia jina likitajwa kama Ateker. Ateker inamaanisha nini kwenu kama Waturkana?
Ateker inamaanisha wale watu ambao tumekuwa naye kama ndoma moja lakini ameenda sehemu nyingine, ambao wameenda Uganda. Hiyo ni wale watu yetu ambao kama Wateso, Karimojo. Sasa ndio maana naita Ateker, yani ni jamii yetu ambao wameenda nje ya Kenya. Sasa ndio tunataka wakuje pamoja tukutane kwa hii sherehe ya Tobonglore, yani ni kuita hao wakuje kwa boma.
Hapo ambapo umesema Tobonglore, Tobonglore inamaanisha nini?
Inamaanisha Tobonglore ni kitu ya kusema mrudi nyumbani, tujumuike pamoja. Kama wandugu wale wenye walikuwa wameenda sehemu zingine, ambao wameenda Uganda, Sudan, Ethiopia, muje pamoja tujumuike pamoja, Tobonglore. Nyumbani, rudi nyumbani.
Na vile vile tunaona umeweza kuvalia kofia nzuri sana ambayo sijaiona na watu wengi. Ina maana gani?
Hii kofia inamaanisha ya kuwa hii ni utamaduni yetu ya Turkana ambao inaonyesha sisi ya kuwa huyu ni msee ambao ni kama mimi sasa ni kanda elders ambao tunajiunga pamoja na hao jamii yetu pamoja, tukutane pamoja. Tushare hii mambo ya Tobonglore, tukutane pamoja tuimbe kama wandugu. Wale watu inaonyesha kimila. Kimila ni kitu ya maana. Kwa sababu maana kumwambia wale watu Tobonglore ile mtu ambao alikuwa amepotea akuje tujumuike pamoja tujue kama sisi jamii ya Turkana, kwa sababu jamii ya Turkana iko jamii mingi sana ambao iko Uganda, Ethiopia, Nyangatom, Nyamaseniko, Nyepen, majina kila aina.
Vile vile kuna hicho kiti ambacho umeshikilia kina manufaa gani?
Hiki cholone wakati wewe pale unafika unakalia kwa sababu unaonyesha kitamaduni yetu. Kwa sababu uweze kuuliza kiti ya mtu, ukifika pale unakaa kwa kiti yako, ndio maana hiki cholone.
Vile vile tumeweza kuona mavazi aina, tumeona shanga, kuna wale ambao wamevaa shanga nyekundu, wale wamevaa shanga za manjano, zinamaanisha nini?
Inagawa kuna wamama, kuna wasijana, kuna wamama wazee. Inategemea kwa rika. Kwa utamaduni ya rika kama wasijana ni kama wale ambao wamevaa mavazi ile ya nyingine tofauti. Kama hao wasijana wamevaa mavazi hiyo. Kuna wasijana kama hawa wanavaa hivyo. Sasa hiyo kitu inaonyesha sisi nagawa sisi kwa rika.
Na unahisi kwa utamaduni wenu unaendelea kukua ama unadumaa?
Inaendelea kukua. Utamaduni wetu unaelekea kwa sababu mbeleni ulikuwa ameanza kupepea, lakini sasa wakati tumerudi Tobonglore ndio naendelea sasa. Ndio tunaendelea kukua sasa kwa sababu sasa wakati ile tulianza unajua ilikuwa imepepea, lakini sasa hii imekuwa imegrow juu sasa.
Na vile vile sasa wito wenu kwenye hizi sherehe ni upi?
Mwito wetu sasa kwa hizi sherehe tunataka wale vijana ambao walikuwa wamepoteza kwa utamaduni na wasijana ile walikuwa wamepotea kwa utamaduni, watu wakuje pamoja tufanye utamaduni wetu ili ile dunia angalie vile culture yetu vile ilikuwa inakuwa. Watoto kwa wasijana, wamama, wakijana. Sasa hii ni kupundisha mtu, ni kufanya mtu kukuwa na nisamu. Unajua wakati umekuwa na utamaduni hii, itaonyesha wewe uwe na nisamu aina hii, usitembee kwa maneno mengine. Lazima uwe na nisamu. Unajua utamaduni itaonyesha nisamu vile mko.
Sasa kwa hivyo tutarajie nini kwenye hizi sherehe kando na densi na nyimbo ambazo tunaziona?
Hii nini tunatarajia maneno ya amani. Unajua wakati tumefanya namna hii lazima tudumishe amani. Kwa hii mambo kama tumefika hapa sasa, tuwe na amani kwa hii makabila yote ambao wanapenda kusosana, tukae pamoja ili hii mambo ya kusosana. Unajua wakati tumekutana mambo ya Tobonglore hii inafanya watu kukua pamoja, kuwa wandugu kuliko mambo ya matata. Unajua matata haisaidii yote.
Asante sana mzee. Nimeshukuru. Asante. Well, Vivian, as you can hear, that is one of the elders of the Council of Elders, one of the elders from here in Turkana, who was just giving us an overview about the celebration of the Turkana Cultural Festival. And now we are going to cross borders and speak to a resident of Sudan, the chair of the Turkanas in Sudan, to just also tell us why they've decided to come and attend this special cultural festival. Namkaribu sana. Jina lako waitwa nani?
Mimi naitwa Mr. Adam Lotira.
Umetokea maeneo gani?
Mimi natokea upande wa Sudan, border Sudan, Kenya. Lokichokyo. Yes.
Ni kipi ambacho kimewafanya kuweza kusafiri kutoka Sudan kuja kwenye hizi sherehe za Kiturkana hapa Kenya?
Yenye imetuleta hapa ni hivyo utamaduni wetu wa Turkana, kujua kwamba sisi bado tunashirikiana na wenzetu wengine, so tunakuja kushirikiana na wengine hii utamaduni wetu wa Turkana. Yes.
Turkana wapo kwenye nchi tofauti, wapo Uganda, wapo Ethiopia, wapo Sudan na wapo nchini Kenya. Wito wako kwa Turkana wote ni upi?
Sisi katika Waturkana sisi wodi yetu ni Nana wodi. Nana wodi mahali naitoka Kurotuko. So wito wetu kabisa tunashirikiana, sisi ni watu ambao wanaitwa Ngodocha pamoja na Mkwatala kwa jumla. Yes.
Kuna utofauti wowote kati ya Waturkana wa Sudan na Waturkana wa Kenya?
Iko tofauti kubwa sana. Tofauti ile iko baina yetu na Watoposa ni ile kuongea kuchambuliana, lakini language ni moja, lugha ni moja, tunaongea mdomo moja, lakini ile kitu imetofautisha sisi ni kuchukuana mali, kuchambuliana. Yes.
Unasherehekea vipi hizi sherehe za Kiturkana?
Sisi tunasherehekea kwa maana ile kitu tunasherehekea hapa, tunasherehekea ile ya kuruka ile inaitwa elia. Hata tukiwaonyesha watu wetu hapa wanaweza kuimba kidogo.
Bila shaka basi tuonyeshe kidogo, hata tuweze kuona jinsi ambavyo wanatutumbuiza. Na mdo wao wanajitayarisha waweze kututumbuiza, tuweze kuona jinsi ambavyo Waturkana ambao wameweza kutoka katika maeneo ya Sudan, jinsi ambavyo wanavyosherehekea tamaduni zao. Huyo ni mwenyekiti wa Turkana hao ambao wameweza kutoka katika maeneo ya Sudan, akiweza tu kuwapanga wenzake ili waweze kututumbuiza. Kama unavyoona wameweza kuvalia mapambo ya aina mbalimbali, wamevalia shanga, vile vile hizo shanga wameweza kuzivalia shingoni na vile vile gongoni, kwenye kiuno. Pia wanazo ngozi ambazo wameweza kujifunika, wamejipaka rangi nyekundu kwenye uso. Wote ni utamaduni wao tu ambao wanasherehekea, ambao wanaendelea kusherehekea, na vile vile kuhimiza kuwa utamaduni wao uweze kuendelezwa. Na kama tulivyokuwa tumeelezewa, ni kwa hizo shanga zina maana mbalimbali. Manake shanga ambazo huwa ni za manjano huwa zinaashiria kuwa ni msichana ambaye bado hajaweza kuoleka, na shanga ambazo unaziona kama za nyeusi vile, hizo ni shanga za mwanamke ambaye ameweza kuolewa. Basi ndio wanajitayarisha, muda si mchache watakuwa wanatutumbuiza kama unavyoona. Hivyo ndivyo wanaruka. Huo ni utofauti ambao unashuhudiwa katika tamaduni zao. Ukiweza kuangalia Waturkana wa nchini Kenya na Waturkana wa kule Sudan, anasema kuwa haya, bila shaka haya, Aya, bila shaka ndo hao sasa wanataka kuanza. Tulikuwa tunaelezewa tu, ndo hao mtazamaji, tuweze kupata mbwembwe na burudani kutoka kwa Turkana ambao wameweza kutoka katika nchi ya Sudan Kusini. Ndo hao mtazamaji, ndo hao bila shaka wanaanzisha sherehe hizo ama densi hiyo. Bila shaka mtazamaji, ndo Hiyo ni dance ya kitamaduni ya Waturkana ambao wametoka Sudan Kusini. Mtazamaji, hao ni Waturkana ambao wameweza kutoka maeneo ya Sudan Kusini, wamefika hapa katika uwanja uliopo mjini Lodwar, kaunti ya Turkana, wakiendelea kututumbuiza na kutuonyesha utamaduni wao. Bila shaka mtazamaji, basi sasa tuweze kuongea na mwenyekiti ataweze kutuelezea dansi hii inaitwaje.
Hii dansi inaitwa Edonga, ambaye sasa ni murani anataja ndume yake na wasichana wafurahie. Inaitwa Edonga.
Ilikuwa inachezwa muda gani? Hapa karibu.
Hii imechezwa muda mrefu sana tangu sisi generation ya Turkana ianze. Ndio sasa vijana ndio wanaanza. Yes.
Na mnaendelea kuwafunza vijana wa hivi sasa ndipo isiweze kusaulika.
Iki sana wanafunzwa watoto wakiwa wadogo. Yes. Itaendelea kuna kikomo. Yes.
Hao ambao wanacheza hapa ni wa sekta gani katika jamii yenu?
Hawa ni wale wanaitwa warriors, wale vijana generation ambao wana grow sasa. Yes, pamoja na wasichana wale wamegrow ndio wamepakana rangi nyekundu. Yes.
Hizo rangi zinamaanisha nini?
Hiyo rangi inamaanisha kwamba baada ya jawaleka ni wasichana. Hata mwanamume akitoka anapoza saa hii.
Kwa hivyo pia tutaweza kushuhudia harusi hapa.
Tutashuhudia harusi kwa ajili hii ni wasichana peke yake ndio wanafanya nyekundu. Alafu hao mama hao wanafanya nyeusi. Ni wale wamewaleka. Huyu sasa. Yes. Mimi naruka.
Na asante sana.
Yes, asante.
Bila shaka kama ulivyosikia, basi huyo ni mojawapo wa Waturkana ambao wameweza kutoka katika maeneo ya Sudan Kusini, wamefika hapa nchini Kenya kuweza kuhudhuria sherehe hizi ambazo zinasherehekea utamaduni wa Waturkana. Na kama nilivyokuwa nimekujuza hapo awali ni kwa Rais William Ruto atakuwa akihudhuria sherehe hizi na vile vile kuweza kuhakikisha kuwa anaweza kuzianzisha. Zitaendelea hadi siku ya Jumamosi, nasi tutakuwa hapa kuhakikisha kuwa unaweza kupata kile litakalojiri katika eneo hili. Now I'm going to return it back to you, Vivian, and we'll continue to follow up on all the activities that are going on here in Lodwar, Turkana County. Back to you, Sarafina Robi.
All the time.
abantu ba Mintombi yamole.
Your favorite Ekegusi station, Minto FM, is now at your doorstep. Enjoy the hottest KC music, informative and entertaining shows, and reliable news only on Minto FM. Tune in to Minto FM on 91.7 FM in Nyamira, Kisii, and its environs.
Minto FM,
kulingana na samples ziloleta, ulikuwa unatarajia nini, lakini hayo ndo majibu yako.
Inasikitisha wewe kumdhalilisha babake mtoto wangu namna hii. Abel kuwa mtoto wa bingo itabakia kwa ndoto kwako, hata upende. Nenda naye jikoni, upike, ukitaka pia mfanye supu, niondoke.
Hapa kaliki kabisa. Mpaka mimi niko na wasiwasi that anything can happen.
Kate atakudhalilisha na atakutesa wewe kama mwanasesere.
Emergency, naomba tu please kwa hisani yako unipatie kitu kidogo.
Enda na uchukue yako.
Asina upewa.
Why you talking like that?
Kumbuka aliye juu. Mngoje chini.
Kwa hapa ndio unipe TV yangu.
Hii TV yako unasema ulinunua pesa ngapi?
Na baadaye pango. Makarao ndio hao puku. Mzae koko ndani. Guess what?
Nini ilifanyika?
This guy she shorted my radio.
Wewe.
And
ongea tu Kiswahili.
So that you become a nightmare.
Wewe.
And then
all the hits, all the time. Mambo Mbaya.
ndani yako toa banze masikio na tudako fikire kwacha usio tunakatika saiza wanyama zile ziko tunaanza na kuku tunamalizia na mosquito wacha ikubambe na upunguze mawazo jalishika umesota jalishika uko nazo furahia maisha weka shida zako kando yeah furahia maisha furahia maisha nafanya hii bash watu wawili pekee ndio tunachuana 30% walikuja kuchinjiana 70% wote ni market crasher na round ya uteta hivu daina nyama jamaa uko aliko na ndio nabonga sana ukitoka kwako usingekuja kwa umemanga bash ikianza kuna mtu anatupa lugha sikianza kushika vile watu wanakunywa tupa kila kona iko busy vile watu wamejikunja tulingia pekee yako matoka mkiwa wawili kama ulingia wawili ukakimandazi mandazi hapa utarushwa tu utatoka baridi sitaki maswali fanya tuwe ni mkabila gani kauna ukabila niondokewe ni mtiaji furahia maisha sitaki kujua umetoka wapi
All right, Entertainment Thursday it is right here on Good Morning Kenya, and Unique the DJ has been serving us mixes song after song. I am sure that you have enjoyed that mix session. Now, right now, I want to head direct to Lodwar for the Lake Turkana Cultural Festival that is ongoing. But right now, our reporter Jacob Curia is on standby at the moment, ready to give us an interview with the PS, Maurice Midamo. If we can just head straight over there.
Thank you very very much, Vivian. We're coming to you live from the Ekale Center. It is the venue of the Turkana Tourism and Cultural Festival. It will be officiated by President William Ruto, who is about to get here. At about 10 is when the program kicks off officially. But this festival is themed around tourism and culture, and I have two PSs right here with me. Let me start by engaging the PS for Culture and Heritage, Madam Umi Bashir. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Probably to start us off, how are you helping as the national government, counties like Turkana, to leverage on culture and heritage?
Thank you so much. So as a government, what we are doing is coming up with policies, formulation of policies and legislations that would support county governments in capacity building, and also legislations that would guide on how to support cultural activities in counties. Mm-hmm. We have the cultural bill, which we are working on, and it has gone to Parliament. We have the Kiswahili bill that we're also working on, that is in front of Bunge. Apart from that, as a national government, we strongly support cultural activities. Here in Turkana, we are at the Tobong Lore, which means welcome back home. Yeah, so as a national government, we strongly support what the county governments are doing, especially in celebrations of the cultural festivities. Yes.
Indigenous communities such as the Turkana community and the Maasai community, you would say largely have been Kenya's pride. Has there been any direct support from the national government probably?
Yes, definitely. We have what we call the natural products industry under the National Museums of Kenya. What they do is that they document and digitize the indigenous herbs that are there in every county in this country. So as a national government, we have a guiding policy where we support the county governments by at least documenting our indigenous trees, the Mturituri in Kilifi County, the Mwarubaini and the like, so that because of climate change, as time moves, we have documentations and we have digitized all our products as a government. Yes.
You've mentioned Kilifi, and I've just remembered the baobab tree that is currently under threat. I don't know from your end, of course, in line with other government agencies, what you're doing to protect that tree.
Well, you see, the baobab tree is a very, very herbal and medicinal tree. It's actually, there are some countries who actually take it from Kenya and take it, like, for instance, Georgia, where it went a few months ago. What we are doing as a country is now documentation and digitization. Once we do that, we're already safeguarding our products as a government. The products are natural. They are everywhere, Kilifi, in the coast region. And as a people, we need this. We make medicine from these trees, and that's what the country like Georgia are doing. We have the Nyota protocol, whereby we are already encouraged, and we have agreements with other countries that they can actually come and take such products from us. But as a country, we also make use of that. We safeguard our products, we digitize them, we document them, and we also capacity build the people who live near these products. For instance, Kilifi County, we have partnerships with them. We go deep into the forest, the Kaya forest. We tell them not to cut down the trees and to also safeguard their cultures. So as a national government, we cannot do it alone. We do it in conjunction with the county governments. So far we have done 6 counties, and we are doing this in phases. So the DODI project, the documentation and the digitization project under the natural product industry, is being done in all counties of Kenya. So once we go all around in these counties, we employ the youths. In each county, we employ 30 youths. And this is good because under our government currently, we strongly believe in the bottom-up transformative economic agenda. The bottom-up economic transformative agenda, the better, whereby for us to support the people at the bottom and put money in their pockets is our greatest agenda. So that is what we are doing. Right now I'm from supporting some women. I bought this here, I never had them, and apparently these are so expensive. And the more you have, the more your pride price goes up, the pride price goes up. So it is exciting for me. It is my first time in Turkana, and as a PS, I strongly believe that the 7th edition of the Tobongo Lore will be epic. Yeah, it will be epic.
Okay. Lastly, because you've alluded to the monetization of culture and heritage, but it will not only go, towards purchasing some of these meats, for example. The larger national agenda of empowering these communities that have invested so heavily in their culture and heritage.
Yeah, also under the State Department of Culture, the Arts and the Heritage, we have what we call the Ushanga Initiative. The Ushanga Initiative is an initiative which is under the State Department, and its work is to do the capacity building, to help the communities, the pastoralist communities that use and do the beadwork. So you see, these women have amazing talent. They want to make money, to put money in their pocket. And as a government, we capacity build them. We take them at least for sessions of capacity building. We also bring them to Nairobi and they see the kind of market that is there. But you see, the most important thing for them is not always to come to Nairobi for that. So what we are doing is coming up with an application called the Sana application. It is an online, it's an e-commerce platform whereby you can buy. Wherever you are, you can sit at home and purchase this product. So for a woman in Turkana, she can actually sell her products online, and tourists can buy it wherever they are, be it America, be it Nairobi, be it Mombasa. So it is a way forward where we found the biggest impediment that we have as women and women at the bottom of the pyramid is selling our products. So that is why as a State Department we strongly advocate for the use of technology, for the use of digitization, so that they can sell their products and they make money.
All right.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, PS. Let me bring in the PS for tourism very quickly. The PS of tourism is going to tell us how to leverage on culture and heritage to promote tourism. Karibu sana bwana PS.
Thank you very much. First of all, my name is John Roltuath. I'm the PS Tourism. We are here in Turkana County to come and celebrate the Turkana Cultural and Tourism Festival. First of all, before I tell you how it promotes tourism, culture is very important. It's a very unique element of our country, and every community has got a unique culture. And the Turkana culture is very unique, especially in terms of dancing, in terms of the rich traditions that they have. On the side of tourism, we have a component known as cultural tourism, which is an element that promotes our country in terms of what we promote in the country. Already we have done the Ma culture, we have done the Rusinga Festival, we have also done the Kakamega Festival, and this is just a continuation. But for Turkana, it's very unique and very special to us. The reason is because of, number one, this is the origin of humankind. It's called the cradle of humankind. And as a result, we want to build what we call the Northern Corridor, the Northern Circuit, tourism circuit, which will involve a number of areas. So the brand we are selling is the origin of humankind, and we are indeed very happy that we are going to have a museum here, we are going to have a resort city, and once we have that resort city, which will attract visitors internationally to come and see the origin of humankind, you are aware already that His Excellency the President is really into the idea, including even opening up issues or looking issues of fish and so on. So once that concept is built, what we are going to do is that we are going to look at the entire circuit, right? We will be able to look at the Chalbi Desert, where we want to develop desert sports. We'll look at Lake Turkana, where we also want to develop sports tourism, and we also want to have a number of hotels along that particular lake, all right, the Lake Turkana. We're also looking at the surrounding areas like Samburu, where we have the Camel Derby. And then we have, of course, this important festival, which actually means, if you translate the word to Bongolore, means welcome home. So actually Turkana is already welcoming people home. So we are looking at the entire circuit, which will touch on the national parks that are the Lake Turkana National Park, the game reserves that are around here. And of course, what culture will do is that it will spice up. It will spice up, it will actually add a lot of value to what we are doing here. And therefore culture is a very significant component of tourism. And as a State Department for Tourism, we are very much committed to ensure that any kind of support that the communities require in terms of promoting the tourism circuits that we are developing, that is done. And therefore, I am sure, if you look at the number of tourists right now, in 2022 we have about 1.4 million tourists with an income about 268 billion. But when we look at the half year, right now from January to June, we are already clocking 900,000. which means by the end of the year we could be about 2 million. But our target is by the end of 2027 it's 5 million. Why can't we get 10 million? Other countries actually are getting even 20, 30, 50 million. And we see this festival as a very, very important component that will attract the tourists to this particular region. And that is what, even across the country, we think that really is an important aspect that we need to promote.
All right, let me ask a quick one before I let you go, PS.
Yes.
Because when the tourism in Kenya, probably from outside, it's seen from the eyes of our sandy beaches, our wildlife and stuff like that. But Turkana, the Maasai, and their other indigenous communities, do you think we have really leveraged on the indigenous community to promote our tourism?
Wow. We have not leveraged. Actually, you have said it very rightly. Kenya is known for beach and the safari, which we are still going to promote. We are not going to leave it. We are going to market it. We are going to make it better. But we want also to leverage on our indigenous communities, which are very unique. In fact, every community. The other day I was in Samburu, the Camel Derby. It was wow. I went to Kakamega. It was wow. I went to Rusinga. It was wow. I went to the Ma Culture Week. It was wow. So the communities in Kenya are very unique. And we are going to have a calendar. Actually, it's going to be commercial also. So that as the visitors come from different countries, they come knowing that they are coming specifically for this. And we shall build a circuit to include everything. So that when visitors come for the Turkana Cultural and Tourism Festival, we provide for them other amenities. And as you are aware, the government is very keen on working on the roads, the airports, because tourism cannot grow without good roads, without airports, without airlines. So there is that combination. Without electricity, without water. So we are going to work as in totality with the government to ensure that we identify the. I'm happy. I've already linked up with we have linked up with the county government, and we have identified the products in each county, the unique products. And we are going on. In fact, my cabinet secretary, Dr. Alfred Mutua, is planning to meet the counties very soon to farm up on the attractions that they have identified. And we want to pick up a brand for Kenya. Already the origin of humankind is a brand. Our marathon is a brand. So we want to build a bigger brand that will attract visitors. And I have a guy here. This guy here is the Kenya Tourism Board.
Yes.
I want you to be near here.
Yes.
These are the people, the Kenya Tourism Board. We have told them they must market the country. And we are going to guide them on how they are going to market digitally and whatever we need them to do to project the image of our country.
All right.
So I have a lot of confidence that Kenya is going far in terms of tourism. Turkana here where we are. You know, this is just untapped potential. Look at the only desert lake in the world. No other. This lake alone, in this festival is enough to bring us even 10 million tourists up to Turkana. And therefore I'm talking to the governor of this place. You have some gold, which you just need to tap. And we are there to assist you to tap it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, PS.
Thank you.
Asante sana. Thank you. Of course, speaking to the PS Tourism as well as the PS for Culture and Heritage, the focus really is on this aspects of leveraging on culture and heritage, but most importantly, to earn Kenya the billions it so badly needs through foreign exchange. We continue with the coverage of the Turkana Tourism and Cultural Festival. Anytime from now, we expect the arrival of President William Ruto, who will be officiating the event. It's about 19 minutes to 10 a.m. when the program is expected to begin. When he arrives, obviously, he will sign the visitor's book. He will then be presented with cultural gifts of the Turkana community. After that, he will proceed for the exhibitions. There are several exhibitions around here. And then finally, plant a tree and join the dais for the official program. But of course, we'll come back later to Ekale Center once that time is here. Back to you, studio.
All right, that was our reporter Jacob Curia, and he was speaking to the PS Tourism, Mr. John Lekakeni, and before that he had Umi Bashir, who is the PS Heritage and Culture. And as Curia has mentioned, the president is expected to be there any moment from now, as he will be officially officiating and opening Turkana Cultural Festival. Now, on that note is where we put a cap to Good Morning Kenya Entertainment Thursday today. On behalf of everyone who has made the show a success, we want to wish you a lovely day. My name is Vivian Degwa. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your viewing.